Greetings and salutations, friends. Welcome back to another ArchCast special. Where today we are joined by one of Lum's friends, MommaOcco.
Hello.
How are you doing this fine evening?
I'm doing all right. I am just chilling before I get back to work tomorrow. I had a 5-day work week, so I'm just kind of like recovering from death.
Recovering from a 5-day work week. Millennials.
I know. It's 12 hours a day, 6 days a week.
You work on the Sunday before Memorial Day. Oh, that sucks.
I do. That's okay.
When I was young, we worked 8 days a week.
Arch, you're only like 35.
Twice
right?
on Sundays.
Twice on Sundays, exactly. And you have to walk up and down to get to work.
Nope. Uphill both ways.
Yes.
Uphill both ways. Yeah, okay.
Somebody else is going to have a lot of work today is Disney's marketing department for rather unusual reasons this time around.
It's so weird because the marketing was actually kind of cute. Like they were trying to do the same thing that they did for the original Lilo and Stitch movie, where they just kind of put Stitch in random advertisements with other Disney characters and stuff. Like, I'm sure you remember the ones where he would knock down the chandelier during the ball scene in Beauty and the Beast.
I remember that one.
He would surf over Ariel and stuff when she was doing the whole part of your world thing. But they did that, but just worse. But it was like the Stitch model for the movie is still very cute.
It's very fluffy.
But from what I've heard, the rest of the movie is absolutely shit. I still can't believe they didn't put Captain Gantu in the movie, and they did Cobra Bubbles absolutely fucking.
I've never seen the charm of Lilo and Stitch. Shit movie. Shit character.
It's because
shit people. Shit aliens.
It's because you have no soul or happiness in your life besides when you have pastries.
Lilo and Stitch is just bottom tier entertainment, and you're gonna have to live with that fact.
You know, having happiness in your life does kind of help with enjoying things, Arch.
I've yet to see any evidence of this.
It definitely was animation of its time, but I do think that what's coming out now is going to be much worse, especially hearing that the some of the major story elements have been massively changed to the point where it's not the same thing anymore.
Well, it's like they split some characters into 2 separate characters. They made Nani an absolute fucking shit sister. It's like with Cobra Bubbles. They just made him a straight up CIA agent, while they have another character acting as the social worker. Cobra Bubbles was supposed to be a social worker who was an ex-CIA agent. And he doesn't even have that connection with the, I forgot her name, but the chick that was in command of getting Stitch back and everything. Mm-hmm. Then Gantu is not in there whatsoever. They made fucking Jumba the main villain of the movie, when him and Peakley were just like, oh, haha, funny characters. They weren't good characters. Like, they weren't like, the good guys. But they eventually came around to start caring for Lilo, Nani, and Stitch.
I think you're looking for evil comical relief as like what they were, because they were like the comical relief, but they were also the bad guys.
It was just, it's so stupid. And it's like, okay, I'm sure none of you give a shit about the ending of the movie or have already listened to someone else bitch about the end of the movie. But apparently Nani decides to give up Lilo to the fucking neighbor or whatever, or child custody, to go study marine biology in another state. And it's like, okay, 1 year in Hawaii. Why do you need to leave Hawaii for fucking marine biology studies?
Let's ask Google. Hawaii's Institute of Marine Biology. It does exist. But presumably Nani was just really fucking retarded and couldn't get into a decent school.
Heresy's the question.
Wasn't she trying to get
Fire
into
is
like
the answer.
college in the original movie, or at least trying to provide better? Because I know that like she jumped around multiple times in the movie to get stable work.
And she was trying to find, like, she was just working various odd jobs to keep money in the house so she can prove to the social workers, Mr. Cobra Bubbles, that she is a good, sister and has a stable household to keep Lilo in, because she doesn't want Lilo taken away.
Right. I do remember that. It's just like, despite the fact that they both hate each other because girls fight each other all the time, they still loved each other enough not to try and get her removed, basically.
Yeah.
The problem here is you can clearly see the characters have slanted eyes.
Oh, they all have slanted eyes.
This is the problem. Subspecies. Can't get stable employment, can't get good education. Lilo and Stitch is a racial propaganda movie that I am all for, frankly.
It's like, was it so hard to find a buff dude for Cobra Bubbles? Because he's just scrawny and pathetic in the live action version.
Which actor is playing him this time?
Oh, let's see.
Well, they took out the child services thing, didn't they?
No, they just have a woman being the social worker now.
Of course, we need a woman to be a social worker now.
Yeah, but at the end of it all, it isn't the child services that take her away. She gives Lilo up voluntarily, and she doesn't even give her up to the state. She just hands her over to a bunch of neighbors who are like, yeah, we'll take this thing for a while.
Courtney B. Vance plays Cobra Bubbles in the live action version. Here,
Oh.
I'll put.
What were they in before? Because I swear
you
I've
go.
seen them before. I swear I've seen that man's face. What has he played before?
Let's see. He was in The Adventures of Huck Finn. I don't know what the fuck that is. He played Wizard Kelly in the remake of The Proud Family. He
I have
was
not
in The
seen that.
Preacher's Wife and Let It Shine. So this is only his 5th role, I guess.
Never seen this man before, unfortunately. That doesn't mean he's bad. I just never seen this guy before.
Oh, he mostly does VA work. So let's see. He was Zeus in Percy Jackson and the Olympians, which he replaced the voice for. Lance Reddick originally did the voice for Zeus, so he replaced Lance Reddick. Let's see, what else was he? He
You
was
said
also
he's a VA?
Dangerous Minds, and he was also the narrator in Isle of Dogs.
And you said he's like a VA?
Yes.
Okay,
he
fuck
was
him.
also in The People versus O.J. Simpson, American Crime Story.
Oh my god. No, I'm going to say fuck him because all VAs suck now. And abolish unions and abolish the VAs. They all suck now.
See, they don't need the person in the movie because the point isn't that the state is trying to take away the kid anymore. And that's where the interesting thing comes in. So it hasn't done unbelievably poorly, but it hasn't done well either. 55 million domestic, 56 international. First and foremost, that is a very low international. And it's not a mind-blowing domestic by any stretch of the imagination. It's not awful, but it's not good either. And it's kicked up a lot of controversy, where generally the reviews are quite mixed, with both sides annoyed that it no longer represents their view of the world. So you've got the left complaining that it doesn't critique American colonialism through the ignoring of the CPS. Then you've got the other side, including Madame Savvy, for example, complaining that they removed the familial link. So, if anything, I simply think Disney tried to make the least controversial movie they ever could, as bland and with as little commentary as they possibly could.
It's like
I
I don't know
definitely-
how they could It's like I don't know how they can make a movie telling like literally no story at all, but it's almost like what a half hour longer than the original movie as well.
Well, the story is simple. Dumb thing comes from space. Dumb thing does dumb things. Retarded people like Lum laughs.
Hey, it's a good fucking movie. I'm sorry you can't find joy in the world, Arch.
Lilo and Stitch is like one of the weakest Disney movies ever produced.
I mean, like the whole purpose is just like saying that family is important. That's the overarching theme of the movie.
Yeah.
But
Except it ain't no more. Now family is easily replaceable.
Pretty much. I think because we're in a period where everybody's deciding woke shit is bad now, and so I think that maybe halfway through production of this movie, they're like, "Oh crap, everybody hates woke stuff now," and they probably rewrote a bunch of stuff or maybe recast a bunch of stuff just to make it as more milk toast and bland as possible. That's at least how I feel, because now it's pissing off everybody, and I feel like they're pissing off everybody because they may have changed some of it midway through.
Well, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I can find it on the fly here, but there was evidence coming out that they did remove a scene, because they were originally supposed to talk about over-tourism and nonsense like that, the left likes, which was cut out of the final product. So they have quite clearly been deliberately attempting to cut down on, well, all politics, it seems here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like they didn't have to do like an entire fucking message. There was enough like subtlety to it in the original when Lilo would just go to the beach where tourists would be and just take pictures of them. Heck, they could have kept the tourist that was there, that like the really fat one that was just sitting there eating ice cream. He was just sunburnt to shit.
That guy's my favorite. I'm sad that they removed him.
But they just replaced him with a native Hawaiian.
Yeah. I will say, like, if they did remove that message, I could see that message being removed of anti-tourism, because it's just like, well, Hawaii kind of depends on some tourism in order to get by. Without tourism, they're kind of suffering, because that's kind of a good chunk of what they do.
There's a difference between tourism and the state of like tourism right now, where it's to the point where there's just too much. They're ruining beaches. They are taking advantage of.
Boo-hoo, the natives live for my enjoyment. Fuck them.
Shut up, Arch. You don't leave your house half the time.
I do go on vacations, and when I do, I expect the native populace to be adequately subservient to my needs.
Arch, the last time you went on vacation for more than 2 days, you were bitching at me in DM saying, but I don't want to be here. I want to jump off of this balcony.
I don't want to be there, but when I am there, I do expect the locals to be of a lower class. Listen, you shouldn't have lost a fucking war. Stop it.
I can imbibe on that. I don't like going outside my house either. Vacations are scary.
Oh, and Krieger for the $50. Thank you very much, sir. I have fond memories of Lilo and Stitch, both the movies and series, so take the L, Arch. Larry's right in this one. Larry has not been right a single day in Larry's life.
I'm not Larry. Shut the fuck up. It's Lumi. I am not gonna be your second Kibs. I'm sorry, Coconut. I'm not going to be your second Coconut. Shut the fuck up.
People were telling me about that.
Look, you already have one that's like halfway there. He's already using a female avatar.
I'll get you to use a male one at some point. You've already said that you wanted to be a femboy.
That's Mizu.
Lumi, is this true?
No!
That's right, Chad. Why is Larry so angry today? Nobody knows.
I had such a nice day yesterday. I was just enjoying a scary game, enjoying my new little rat model, and now you're just like, Larry. And it's like, shut up.
You know, what you should do, Arch, and this is not going to earn me any points with Lumi, but do you remember the game's Leisure Suit Larry?
I do.
Okay, you know what fan art you must do now.
But all the artists are already so packed up.
I'm sure I can help you find one. But just throw that idea out there. Just give a Leisure Suit Larry Lumi. That would be perfect.
Oh my god.
I'm sure Boo can
Oh,
get
hi,
on it.
Jazz.
But the point remains, over-tourism is not a thing. Whiny natives are a thing. That's all. So taking that out is good. We should remove that. Taking out
I
the
agree.
family part is... Part of me wants to be happy for it, because ideally I'd like entertainment with as little political slant as possible. On the other hand, we are probably in a situation right now where we actually do need a little bit of family propaganda, so there's that.
Yeah, aren't we in a decline? Aren't a lot of countries like losing populations right now because nobody's having kids?
Yes. It's like, what was it? A couple months ago, Arch and I were watching a video on the population decline of South Korea. And most Asian countries, they're not having enough babies for adequate replacement when the elderly die. Because what is it? 0.72 births are happening. And that's like way below what the replacement rate should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you need 2.1.
So if anything, there's an argument to be made there. I don't know. I'm kind of split on it. Like, because if Disney is thinking like, okay, politics have gotten us into this mess, what if we just cut all of it and we have this dumb furry creature bouncing around on screen eating its own boogers to amuse Larry? Will that translate into economic success? And so far, not really.
It's still allowing the anti-woke people to scream about it, so I would say probably not.
Yeah, because that's the problem. The woke people are screaming about it, and the anti-woke people are screaming about it. So if anything, you've kind of doubled your enemies.
Yep.
Now, if the families actually show up in numbers and ignore all of this, then that would be fine. But for right now, they haven't. Granted, we still haven't, really seen the full growth of this. It might still really pick up speed. But whereas for Inside Out 2, the families showed up immediately, they haven't quite done so here. Partially that's because Lilo and Stitch sucks, but...
Lilo and Stitch doesn't suck. Fuck you. And also, we'll have to wait till like Tuesday or Wednesday since Memorial Day weekend is coming up, which means picnics and families going out to do stuff.
I also think like there's some fatigue with live action movies just in general, so people are just not as interested in them. They a lot of them have just sucked to the point where families are like, I'd rather just sit at home with my VHS tapes that are collecting dust.
Yeah, I mean, if Lilo and Stitch is already one of the weakest Disney entities, then you make it live action. God, nobody wants that. It might be the live action part that does a lot of damage to it. I mean, the live action's always been ass. Live action Beauty and the Beast was ass, even though it was produced at the height of Emma Watson's popularity before she became a feminist.
Trick or treat.
Oh gosh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I still firmly believe I could fix her.
I wonder how she's
say
doing
that
knowing...
about a lot of women, Arch.
Technically not. I only really say about Emma Watson, because I think I could fix Emma Watson. She's not...
You say that about every mentally unstable woman you see. Be like, yeah, I can fix her, or I can tame her. Oh, she could stab me? Hot.
I don't know what taming. Taming suggests subservientness, which is not necessarily ideal.
Okay, so you don't want to put your woman in a cage. Understand.
Oh, no, he probably won't go that far.
And this, of course, also kind of dovetails onto the other thing that happened this week, which was supposedly Disney, and supposedly even Bob Iger is the rumor now, have told the panel of The View, that rather infamous progressive talk show, to shut the fuck up and try to calm down a little bit.
I heard about that. Is The View owned by Disney?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's owned by one of it's ABC or something, and Disney owns like half of that cable news network thingies.
I mean, it is kind of like the climate now where everybody's like, hey, let's stop. Let's kind of roll this back. And not everybody's getting the message that it's time to roll it back. So it's kind of funny that they came out and said, hey, let's not do this so much anymore.
You know, the women on The View would rather commit, like, you know, a group self-delete live on air than stop talking about politics.
Well, that was also their very response. They basically said, like, oh, that's silly. We're still going to talk about this shit. Which will probably lead to yet further plummeting viewership, and eventually Disney will just shut the entire thing down. Because this is Disney being pseudo-kind about it, going like, listen, stop it. And
Yes.
they won't.
The Babylon Bee in their funny little headlines. No one notices as entire cast of the review replaced with shrieking feral pigs.
I'll be honest,
I
that would be
love
10
Babylon.
times more interesting. I would pay to watch that.
Never stop Babylon Bee.
So, and of course they've refused, which means that this very diverse group of all women and pox, I think they're all pox, will continue to talk about politics and continue to rant and rail on the Trumpolophagus, and their viewership will continue to decline until Bob Iger just fires all of them. Now,
We can hope and pray.
also, Whoopi Goldberg. I swear to God, Whoopi Goldberg. Everyone's like, oh, Whoopi Goldberg, such a great person. No, Whoopi Goldberg has never done anything relevant at any point ever. Literally, the only reason why she's famous is because she deliberately changed her name to sound more Jewish, okay? True story. Whoopi Goldberg is one of the most astroturfed celebrities in fucking human history, and I hate her a lot.
You know what? That's fair.
She changed her name specifically to sound more Jewish?
Yes, because Hollywood.
Oh, that's amazing. That makes sense, actually.
So that's already one strike against The View right there.
You ignorant slut.
But again, this does demonstrate that Disney is actively now moving away from the politics. Wokeism is dying out on this. At the very least, it is going, the people who have championed it are now in the minority and getting either fired or purged, which is going to take a few years first. But wokeism is on the decline. That's no longer a question. It's no longer right on the horizon. We are here. Wokeism is dying.
Mm-hmm.
Man, maybe in entertainment, but we got a long fucking way to go when it comes to stuff that actually matters, like schools. The fuck is going on with Washington State?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of purging left to go, but we had several major cancellation news. Another thing with Disney, Doctor Who, supposedly, so this is a little bit more on the, again, rumor side, but supposedly a Dr. Nakunti, I fucking don't know.
McCunty is close enough.
Yeah, McCunty. Actually, that makes him sound Scottish, McCunty.
Oh, don't disparage the Scottish like that.
Yeah, I don't think he's Scottish, but Dr. No, I don't. That person, the Black Doctor, there you go, has had declining viewership for quite some time. He and his cast was like, we don't care. And then they went like, okay, we do care. Please watch it anyway, even if it is woke. Nobody listened. And he got into a yelling match with a BBC executive who's like, listen, bitch, every villain for the entire season has been a white guy. This is just you going like, ha-ha, white people. It don't work. It don't sell. Stop it. And Dr. Black Person didn't like that. And so now he's supposedly fired.
That is hilarious.
Don't
Is
yell
there a
at your
clip of
boss.
this?
Just
Can we bring back David Tennant now?
Yeah.
No, David Tennant's compromised too. Did you see what happened to him during that special?
Timeless Child?
No, there's like a special where like they shame him for being a white male, and he just kind of takes it. And I personally just think that Doctor Who needs to end. It's been way too long. It's over 50 years old. All right, it ended after like the guy after Matt Smith. Let's just let it die and walk on in peace.
You know, David Tennant is woke. equally woke.
That's sad.
He's a terrible human being, and we need to get rid of him as well. I'm sorry. But we can get the dude with the enormous forehead back. Whatever his name is. What is his name? He's been in a lot of stuff. That guy. That guy there. The dude on the left.
Matt Smith. Oh, I love Matt Smith. He was my favorite doctor when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Then I grew up and got refined.
Next to the gender swap doctor who also flopped.
I like Matt Smith and Capaldi.
I think grown up me likes David Tennant the most because he's definitely the funniest one.
Well, he also has a bow tie. How can he hate somebody with a bow tie?
Oh no, I agree. Bow ties definitely make somebody very classy. I think that's what made me like him the most when I was a kid.
Because I'll take your word for it, Matt here. Matt, despite looking mildly retarded, like he's got those Neanderthal fucking eyebrows. Look at them. Like he doesn't need sunglasses. He does not need sunglasses. And massive forehead, which I am all for. We need more massive forehead representation in media. But he's been in a surprising amount of stuff. He was in that absolute disaster that is House of the Dragon. He was in The Crown, which was really fucking good, which is odd coming from a Netflix show talking about white people. He was Doctor Who. I've never watched it because it sounds British and gay.
It is British and gay.
We should bring him back because I like him better than the other ones. Based solely on his massive forehead.
Oh, and apparently, speaking of David Tennant, I guess he wanted to play Mr. Fantastic in Fantastic Four. But then went with
better than Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to watch the new Fantastic Four just because Pedro Pascal is in it. Absolutely fucking not.
I think I would rather buy Fantastic Four 2005 for like 50 people than watch the new one.
Yeah, but that one was actually good. We just hate on it because
I would rather buy it 50 times than watch the new one once.
Would you buy it digital or physical?
Whichever person so chooses.
Fair enough.
I watched both the 5 and the 2008, I think, fairly recently to see if they were as bad as everybody remember. They're not. The first one is actually pretty damn good for what it is. It's a old school superhero movie that does pretty much everything it needs to do. And the casting is fucking spot on. Everyone looks like they're supposed to look. Everyone behaves like they're supposed to behave. The villain was rushed as fuck, and the conclusion was weak as hell. And the second one was even worse. Again, the casting, fine, but you don't even get to see Galactus. That one was bad.
I attribute that to the limitations of the time, but no, I agree.
But meanwhile, Pedro Pascal, the problem with Pedro Pascal is that he's just Pedro Pascal now. He's not the Mandalorian. He's not Reed Richards. He's just that Mexican dude who's in everything right now.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Pedro Pascal, I seen something very interesting on Twitter about apparently his dad. Because Pedro Pascal, I guess, changed his name after his dad did some shit.
Is his dad like big?
Something to do with because he worked at a fertility clinic. And he put the wrong eggs in the wrong women on purpose, I guess. Let me see. If I can find it again. It was a whole fucking thing.
And loyal jokester
I'll find it later.
For the 20, thank you. The history of Hawaii is an insane lesson in unchecked immigration. Half of the population were foreign-born. They controlled the economy. The kingdom fell when the queen tried to enforce her sovereignty. There you go. Queens can't rule. Oh, and Leisure Suit Larry.
It works. It works. It's beautiful.
Why are you so scary?
Thank you, Boog.
Oh, that's beautiful. Like I said, now you just need a fan fiction of Leisure Suit Larry. Lumi needs to go back to college now. That would be perfect.
Why can't you show something cute? Like my rat model that I sent you. Or your sea bunny Arch. Those are
beautiful.
cute too.
Leisure Suite Larry Lumi just desperately wants to get laid. That's all.
No.
Lumi, you need to play
Stop!
the Leisure Suit Larry games now. At least the Magna Cum Laude one. That one is the best.
That one's good.
We didn't make those. Was this Gwimbus? You didn't make those, Gwimbus. Was that you?
Boogs is trying to dodge responsibility. But this also, it's not just that's cancelled either. On the same day, I believe, Amazon pulls the plug on a show as well. The Wheel of Time TV series.
I never got into the Wheel of Time series. I really don't give a shit.
What was Wheel of Time? I swear I've heard of it. I just don't recall it.
Fucking Philistines. So, the Wheel of Time book series, long as fuck, ran for like 30, 40 fucking years or something insane.
Citizenship.
But it kind of petered out before the popularization of fantasy, which basically started with The Lord of the Rings being made into an excellent movie series. And so it wasn't really picked up on. Like Dune, for example, it kind of flew underneath the radar, despite the Wheel of Time probably being on the same level of general popularity within the fantasy sphere. And it finally got a TV series by Amazon. Everyone's very excited because, I mean, I too was kind of excited. It's like, I've always kind of wanted to get into the Wheel of Time, but I've never had time to read 50 fucking books. So, okay, TV series, perfect way to get into it. They release it, and just from this picture, I want the two of you to tell me who the main character is.
Man, I don't know. Is it the woman in front?
I'm gonna say the black man on the right, maybe.
Nope, not he either.
Is it the black woman in the bottom left-hand side?
Nope, that's not the main character either.
Is it none of these fuckers on the cover?
No, one of them's the main character.
Is it the black woman on the middle left?
Nope.
Is it the broccoli boy in the lower
on
right?
the top left?
Nope.
Is it the one white dude on the top right?
Yes.
That
The
was my last
bald
choice.
right guy on the top
Okay.
right. He's the main character.
I see. Why is he in the back? Like he's a side character?
Well, that's the entire thing. So he is not. And this show became like the worst example of how to butcher an entire setting, right? Because the main character there, he's not just some regular main character either. He is the Dragon Reborn, Randall Thor. Like, he is a fucking god-level character, a universe-level powerhouse, the single most powerful mage in the entirety of existence within this setting. This motherfucker is supposed to wipe out entire armies by himself as his first achievement. Like, there's a great big battle where thousands of beastmen basically descend upon this beautiful golden city, and he wipes them out by him fucking self. They gave that scene to 3 random women instead, whilst he was off getting his ass kicked and needed to be saved by the woman in the middle.
Huh.
So, the entire show was like that. Randall Thor, the Dragon Reborn, is some 2-bit side character that needs constant rescuing, does virtually nothing, is tricked and abused by every character he fucking runs into, whilst the main character, which is the Morrigan character, the entire show spins around her, more so, or Moraine, than him, which is ridiculous.
You know, just adaptations are getting very, very sad. They have been very sad for about like 10 to 15 years at this point. And because okay, I was trying to find something new and neat to watch because I need something to watch. And I seen that on HBO that they have a a series based off the Dune universe called Dune Prophecies. And it's based off of one of the newer Dune books. And it sucks. It's
Yeah.
like they had a very, very, very good story going for it. They were exploring the Bene Gesserit 10,000 years before the main Dune story. Which,
Bene Jesuits. Let's not blame the Jesuits for this.
Shut
I
up,
mean,
Art.
choosing HBO Max was your first mistake. I'm sorry.
Well, I leech off of my dad because he pays for it. But anyway,
I know, but like your first mistake was thinking that you might be able to find something on there.
they have Cartoon Network shows on there.
I guess fair
But
enough.
anyways, it's like it had a decent premise on it because it was talking about the sisterhood before they became the Bene Gesserits and everything.
Jesuits.
Jesuits, whatever.
Why are we blaming
And-
the Jesuits for this?
Anyways, it's like it would have been passable if they didn't have to talk to you like you're a fucking retard the entire time. It's like you know how in the original Dune movie everything was just implied, you eventually picked up on it.
Yeah, you
from
needed to
context
know
clues,
about it.
or, like context clues or the story being told around you in the environment. No, they don't do that. They do something subtly, then they have a complete random character be like, okay, well, this just happened. It's a little fucked up. We think it's this person. It's like, please, shut up. Just let the story tell itself, for God fucking sakes.
People are too stupid these days.
And again, like, this was obviously going to be shit because front and center, the woman again. And okay, as much as I love Ragnar Lothbrok, he can't act. I'm sorry, he can't. He was perfectly cast for Ragnar Lothbrok, and he has never stopped playing Ragnar Lothbrok. He plays Ragnar in every fucking entertainment entity he's in. He plays him in Dune. He plays him in the World of Warcraft movie. The fucker can't act. And Mark Strong, for all of his effort, and he makes a great emperor, by the way. Mark Strong is a fucking amazing actor. He can't save the sisterhood.
Well, it's like with his character, he's going against the sisterhood because he is essentially possessed by I forgot what the god's name is called, but what, like, the sandworm. He is essentially possessed by the fucking sandworm, trying to undo and take down the sisterhood.
That's
So it's like it's interesting. Good premise, absolutely terrible execution. And
sounds really funny.
Guys in chat, from what I mean, the original Dune, the movie from the 70s. I haven't even seen the new Dune yet.
My dad told me it was really good. He really is a big fan of Dune, and he said that they were pretty decent.
I just seen Zendaya in there, and I'm like, do I really need to watch this?
Dude, she's in everything now. I kind of hate it.
Show? I have not seen the full show yet. I got to episode 5. All I know is that they did renew Dune Prophecies for a second season because the first season just recently ended a couple months ago because the first episode came out in, I think, November of last year.
It was probably greenlit already. That's one of the problems with modern entertainment. Most of this shit is greenlit for 2 or 3 seasons before anything even comes out.
Yeah.
I think a wonderful example of that, the Has-Been Hotel TV show, which is actually a guilty pleasure of mine. I actually surprisingly enjoyed it. But it hasn't got a season 2 yet, and yet it was announced the other day that they'd signed on for season 3 and 4. I'm like, how do you know this is going to go for 4 seasons? They're just like, it's probably successful. Let's fucking quadruple down.
All the cancellation attempts aren't good enough. They're just going to continue making good stuff with as many scenes as they want.
Yeah, they're just going to... And again, like, 4 seasons. How the fuck do you know this is going to stay good for 4 seasons? For all you know, the first season could be great, and then thereafter, the writer goes insane, as she did, by the way, on her other show, the Hell of a Boss. That one has fucking... Oh, God, that went off the rails like nobody's business.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I kind of go insane too if one of the characters of my show was like animated into somebody's like fetish porn for like $5,000.
Oh,
You guys remember that?
yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would go insane too.
So that's one of the deep lore about this. Some dude spent like five grand on making a music video where he's getting seduced by the main character, which
Oh no, worse. 15 grand.
15.
Was it 15? It's even worse.
So that was the thing. But like you don't know that this is going to be good for 4 seasons. Because and the worst part is too
50K?
again.
It was 50?
Oh,
50. And because if you're going to give complete creative control, as they essentially have, to some chick who has never done anything but YouTube series, and to be fair, again, she did very well with the first season, but you've got no idea if this woman is just going to go fucking bonkers. And so to renew it for like 4 seasons, 1 to 2 years to produce each, like 10 years, that's the problem with Amazon. It's the same problem with Rings of Power, where they bound themselves to like 8 seasons before they'd seen a single fucking episode.
wait, they bound themselves to 8 seasons of Rings of Power?
8 or 6, I don't remember.
I thought it was
What?
5. I thought it was a guaranteed 5 seasons.
Was it 5?
I remember.
Also, are you ready for more Rings of Power next year, Arch?
Oh, God, yeah.
Lumi's trying to get me to watch season 1. She's trying to force me to watch season 1 with her. I told her that's
Yes,
not happening.
You're going to
It's not
watch
happening.
all the seasons, and you are going to hate it.
5
You're-
seasons,
okay, no.
yeah.
You're gonna have to make it a super chat goal on your side, Lumi. You're gonna have to like force your audience to pay for it. All right.
Okay.
And again, like Rings of Power isn't going to get cancelled. It's not, because they've already paid for it. They're already under contract for the full 5 seasons. At this point, the only reason, like, is they're going to get something out of it. Amazon will, at least if they make it, they'll get something. Whereas if they don't, they get nothing. And I don't think they appreciate the brand damage they're doing to themselves by continuing. This is the exact same strait that Star Wars has gotten itself in, where they're like, okay, well, if at least we make something, we'll earn some money. But it ends up completely depreciating the entire setting until nobody fucking watches it anymore.
Yeah.
I mean,
Unless they really don't
hey,
get anything.
There's still some good movies coming out. I mean, the last Mission Impossible movie just got released, and look how full this theater is.
Yeah, but I heard that one was disappointing. I think that one probably sells more because Tom Cruise has become a cultural icon now of just normal human being, which is absurd. The man's probably a multi-billionaire at this point, and he lives for throwing himself out of aircraft, and yet he's now our normal guy.
Gosh, I'm just reminded of when we had to like make a pilot episode to a series before it was ever greenlit for an entire season. And if the pilot didn't do good, you don't get a TV show.
Mhm.
Now we don't get those anymore. We just get entire series that fucking suck.
Yeah, and you even got the example of the recent X-Men animated show, 97, which I thought was pretty damn good. Renewed for like 3 seasons in total, but they fired the writer, and granted, he was a weird fucking dude, but they got rid of the writer. So like, okay, you've got a good show, you've got 2 more seasons, and now some random fuckhole is writing it. So you have no idea if it's going to continue to be good or if it's going to fall off completely.
Wait, why'd they fire the guy? What did he do?
Oh, he was a massive fucking weirdo.
Okay.
He alleged, amongst other things, that the executives were being racist against him and shit like that, doing all of the antagonistic stuff. He also has a gay OnlyFans where he stokes up all kinds of shit around the production and the executives and stuff. You know, he was doing everything in his power to get fired, in essence.
I'm sorry, a gay, like, is he really gay on this OnlyFans? And he's also like being antagonistic towards like the cast on this OnlyFans?
Oh yes, he put posts on his gay OnlyFans where he's like, if you want to learn about what truly happened on X-Men '97, you got to come subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Oh my gosh. No, you can't say that.
Yeah, he was fucking weird, but he could write. So I was, and that's the thing. I am more than happy to just ignore your weird fetishes if you can write me a good show. But he could not ignore his own weird fetishes and elected to start pushing it on everybody else. He even alleged that the producers behind it were like gay and homophobic. Fucking a bunch of Hollywood celebrity guys, gay and homophobic. Like, motherfucker. We know. Marvel executives. These are some of the most dubiously sexual people in the industry.
Paused is the right word, I would say. Very paused.
Yeah. So that was strange. But still, the bad entertainment is finally getting cancelled. Without DEI and wokeist programs, there's no longer an infinite supply of money. And so we're now returning to an era where a piece of entertainment actually needs to entertain someone to continue. I'm very happy about this.
Amen. 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 I just hope that it doesn't take 2 or 3 more years for that to actually get to that place.
It probably like for the return of like genuine good entertainment, we're probably another 4 or 5 years away. Because the thing is, they don't only have to cancel the shit and fire the bad people; they've got to find good people in an industry that has been actively persecuting those good people for like a decade.
Yeah, I kind of talked about this when I talked about the fall of Bungie last week. Like most of the good people. They're not going to go back to the big companies anymore. They're just going to continue doing their own stuff in their own little companies, and their companies are going to do good. So I think that the big companies are just going to continue to flounder, while the little guys that like used to work for them, they're going to continue to grow on their own.
Yeah, probably. And especially with the rise of AI, it's going to be easier than ever for them to just make stuff.
Pretty much.
Which means it's going to be very difficult for the big companies to like do anything anymore. Especially with, I mean, DC has the exact opposite problem again, whereas Amazon, HBO and stuff will greenlit things for 5 seasons before they know a thing about it. DC will pussyfoot around on 98% of the good stuff, canceling it over the slightest bad news, and then commit fully to James Gunn's like, yes, I have a dream of like 25 movies.
And he's going to staple it onto the church doors.
Yep. Because he's dreamed up an entire... Because he's literally made up... He's spoken about how he's come up with a plan for an entire cinematic universe, an entire reboot of not Star Wars, a Superman, of Batman, of the Justice League, of all of it, and it's going to take like 2 decades. Fuck. I mean, on the one hand, I admire the sheer balls to dedicate yourself to a 20-year plan, but you don't know if any of this is actually going to be good.
And they just greenlit all of it?
I don't like any plans that are longer than 10 years. Because 10-year plans are at least obtainable. Maybe. But 20 years? No.
Yeah, and like they've greenlit some crazy shit. Like they've got what was his name? The dude who turns himself into sand. Clayface? They've got a Clayface movie coming up, supposedly. That's a random thing to do. I mean, yes, it does, because that could actually be interesting, but that is a weird villain to pick out to make a movie about.
Are you sure it's Clayface? Clayface doesn't turn himself into sand. That's Sandman from Spider-Man,
he's mud.
right?
That can be sand, too.
Potato. I don't know.
Exactly. All right, here we go. Yeah, so... There's a lot of, like I said, the Harlequin thing grinds on forever. Super Pets, weird. But to be announced, Joker but there you go. Zatanna is getting a show. That's a C-lister. The Penguin continues. Nobody thought that would be good. It actually was, so great. You've got Constantine getting rebooted, maybe at some point. Static Shock is coming back, which is kind of cool because Static Shock is one of those old animated shows that was actually quite good.
Yeah, but are they going to make the new Static Shock overly preachy, or is it going to be like actual lessons that people want to like don't mind hearing and have it be a good show?
Well, it's
Because that's the
DC,
thing with
so
Static Shock.
probably the latter.
It's just Static Shock was such a good show. It's like everyone enjoyed it. It had shit that like, it had heavy topics and shit that people can easily digest. But I don't know. They'll have the subtlety of an oncoming train with the new Static Shock.
They will. I think they've cancelled the Amanda Waller series, which actually kind of annoyed me because I fucking love Amanda Waller. Like, you can do so many cool things with Amanda Waller. So, just like DC to go like, no. That'll be far too interesting. But all of this is James Gunn's universe. Like, he has full control over virtually all of this shit now, which, that's a lot of trust to put in one fucking dude.
If he pulls it off, he'll be like the king of the DC universe. But if it flops, get him out of here. Don't let him.
People think he's the king of the DC universe right now.
Yep.
Sounds so gay. I'm sorry.
It's so stupid. Oh, and also Arch Superchats.
Soon. Okay, here was the okay. So the Supergirl one is going to be awful, by the way, because Woman of Tomorrow is that isn't. I've read that. It is an awful comic. Holy shit. There's the Clayface one. The Batman Part 2, which I hope is cancelled at this point. Fuck it. Nobody. They haven't even wrote the script. Dynamic Duo, I'm actually looking forward to because it's going to be a show focusing on the familial relationship between Batman and Robin. I am very interested in that. That could actually be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's just doing a bunch of random spin-off of side characters nobody cares about, frankly.
Another new Teen Titans.
Yeah, no.
Another?
I do not like the Teen Titans.
I mean, it is a kid's show.
It is, but you can make kids shows that are good for everybody.
This is
but
true.
We don't know if that Teen Titans is gonna be like kid leaning, like the original one, or if they're gonna try to make it an adult show.
Oh, that's right. The fucking Black Superman thing is still not gone anywhere.
Black Man of Steel. Oh my gosh.
Black Canary is getting a show? What? With Journey Smollett? Oh no, the black chick from Birds of Prey. Oh, fuck.
Really?
Yep. Alright, so I don't know. Like, I was very optimistic for the new DC direction for a while. Optimism fading rapidly. All right,
Just don't have optimism for anything. No optimism means no disappointment.
That is true. Tarantine, Arch, don't forget to mention the 11,000-ton boat that almost went through a couple's living room in Norway this week. There's so many nosy people, the police call the parking company to ticket people on the road. I did see that, yes.
What?
Here we are. So, yeah, no, a container ship hit ground and beached itself like 5-10 feet away from a dude's house.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know if they mentioned what was on this ship, but you should expect some people's stuff is going to come in slowly. Maybe we'll see some mild hoarding.
That is that imagine seeing just a giant ass ship as soon as you wake up.
Because also in classic Norwegian fashion, the dude just slept through it. Nothing ever happens in Norway, so he probably hears a loud scraping sound in the middle of the night, and he was like, fucking raccoons. Yeah, and again, also nothing ever happens in Norway because it missed his house.
That is
You know,
hilarious.
At least it didn't hit his house. But like, okay, what caused the boat to beach like that?
Incompetent crew, I'm assuming.
I thought I heard that like the guy fell asleep at the wheel or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, authorities have determined the ship's watch officer, a Ukrainian national in his 30s, fell asleep while on duty.
What?
He's Ukraine. I'm
Ukrainian. God damn.
I'm not gonna make any jokes, but
The officers were charged with negligent navigation. Suppose so, yes.
Service guarantees citizenship.
So yeah, no, he's just gonna have that boat there for a little bit now.
oh, that's hilarious, but also sad at the same time.
It's just like, was everybody asleep? There was not a single person. That was just like, hey, so we're heading towards land, or do they not get paid enough where it's like, I really don't care.
Oh no, like these boats are almost entirely automated. So you've only got a crew of like 4 or 5 people. Since this was in the middle of the night, you probably just had the watch officer up and everybody else was asleep.
This is why you have at least 2 people awake.
Well, Larry, they didn't.
Shut up, Lumi.
Don't know if I want to.
Lumi!
Booga sent me more messages. I wonder if it's more Larry
No,
art. It
Rogue!
is.
Stop it! Rogue! I seen you posted in AI art. Stop! No!
This time with
Oh,
feet.
now it's got feet in it.
I
No.
hate it.
I love the old man vibe it gives.
You know
Larry
what?
occasionally
Why?
feels a bit like an old man.
You know, because I can't show my screen, I'm just gonna post this to your fucking server then.
Yeah, and I'll continue to ignore it.
You'll ignore it, but everyone else won't.
Vulture 1066 to the Doom 3 stream. Let's make Arch squeal again. Chat has only managed to make me, like, upset once, and that was with the bunker, because it was my first horror game in ages. And Doom... Chat failed utterly with Scorn. It's like, he'll be afraid of Scorn. Pfft. I'm too much of a man for chat. That's the
Do
problem.
you not
with
like
chat.
horror games?
I don't, but Scorn wasn't a horror game.
Fair enough.
It was a goopy mess game. Goopy porn game.
Oh,
I was informed that you pass out during blood tests.
I do.
Why do you pass out during blood tests?
I have a genuine full-on phobia of my own blood.
Stop being a baby.
That's what I literally, that's what I do. That's why I go into the doctor's office. I just roll up my sleeve, put it there. It's like, yep, go ahead. Not a word of complaint. And then she sticks the needle in my arm and the blood starts gushing out. I'm like, yep, falling asleep now.
Trick or treat.
wait. Is it just a phobia of your like you're fine with other people's blood?
Yeah,
Is it
other
just
people's
your
blood is the problem, but mine is.
Okay. Okay, I see.
And it's literally just a
self-loathing.
phobia because I know there's nothing wrong. I go in there, I sit down, nothing's wrong, and then just. I even had and I think it's because I almost killed myself as a kid. I managed to tear
Wow.
open like one of the big veins in my arm, and it wasn't the jugular, thankfully. The main artery, that was good, and it bled like fucking mad. And I had I think that was basically what freaked me out to the point where today I can't get over it.
That's
Probably.
understandable.
But like proper men, we just tough it out. Then we'll have to pass out as well when bad things happen. It's normal.
Yes.
You need to tell nurses if you're going to pass out, because what if you're just sitting up and not on a chair? You pass out, you fall, you crack your head open.
Well, it's nurse fucking fault, isn't it?
No, that'd be your
Exactly.
own fault.
Should have fucking
No,
caught
the
me.
nurse
Should've
needs to have
caught
caught you.
you. Oh
Nurse,
my
tie me down. I'm gonna fall over if you don't.
Yeah, I'm not going to
Malpractice
tell the
lawsuit.
nurse about my weakness. I'm going to play it off like a male.
God. You're supposed to tell them.
Me.
Ugh.
You don't admit to weaknesses, Lum. That's weird. What the
It's
fuck?
not weakness.
Men don't admit to-
It's a
men don't admit to
safety
weakness.
precaution.
Men don't admit to weakness. We just let people figure it out when we're dead.
Exactly.
It's, ugh. People wonder why men don't live as long as fucking women. Oh, it's fine.
Oh yeah, no.
I won't tell anybody about this.
We
Fucking
don't
dies,
wonder.
man.
We know why, but again, that's a weakness we're not going to be admitting to.
Exactly. Why admit to it? We'll just show you.
I mean, you admit you don't cook for yourself.
I do sometimes when I have to.
Seems like a weakness to me.
It's not a weakness. It's a strength, if anything.
Why cook it?
You don't cook yourself?
I can just kill it, and then it's food already.
Nightmare becomes a member. Welcome and thank you. And yes, Larry, you have a lot to learn if you're ever going to be a true male.
Did Akko just out himself as a dude? Akko
I am a
has always
dude.
been a dude. He's always been a dude. Always will be a dude. He just
This is
likes tits, so he uses a female model.
This is my natural voice. I'm not using the voice mod at all.
Yeah, this is his normal voice.
People confuse me for a female all the time on the phone. It's to the point where when I used to work for Amazon, and I'd have to call the customer, say, "Hey, I need you to like let me in so you can get your stuff," and they'd say, "Thank you, ma'am." And then when they get to there, they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." It's just like, "Nah, it's okay, bro." It happens. It's fine. It's funny though.
Firearm and fitness, completely off topic, but I'm running a D&D campaign that is New World inspired. Should I make a Baba Yaga the BBEG? Beg, bad, end game, I think. Baba Yaga is good. Baba Yaga is good, because it's lesser known. I like Baba Yaga. Voltage 1066, how much is Doom 3 poll now? And for Doom 3 poll? Well, it's just started. I think you and a couple more people say about $30, so it's got a while to go before I have to play Doom 3, and I'm happy about that. Nightmare, Lumi doesn't know how Huck Finn, typical Cali graduate. Yep.
Shut up.
Alex Anderson, the original movie exists, a remake is pointless. True. So the Lich has been a member for 28 months. Thank you very much, sir. And says Barch was born using the centrifugal thing. Not hard to understand why he feels no attachment to things like family. Correct. Jack Price. A couple bucks to celebrate the passing of the HPA. Hormone Protection Agency.
I was gonna ask.
Alex Anderson, the Larry doth protest too much. She does. That is Larry's problem.
Not Larry.
I think you mean he does.
He does indeed.
I'm gonna hurt you. Why can't we show something cute? Like my new model that I sent you a picture of. Arch.
Because it's not a part of the narrative.
Come on!
Jackson Voorhees, Arch, just split the difference and call her Larmy. I like Larry, though. Good name.
Strong name.
Mr. Personality, Arch, what families? No one is having kids. That's true. In a few years, we'll just have like a Gooner Lilo and Stitch instead for the modern audience.
I'm sure that already exists in some parts of the internet. You just have to know where to find it.
River Norse, hi Arch, Lar and Occo. Pro-family messaging should not be seen as political. It is a sign of how insane the times that we live in are. That is it. Yeah, I kind of agree.
Yeah, no, yeah, family shouldn't be political. It should be a sign of something that's healthy because families have been around forever. So
there you go, Lum Lum. We have all the race swaps now. All the gender swaps, in fact. Mechanics on Tutti, the Lilo and Stitch is a great series. Screw you are. Cheat the curry. Larry, play the Darkwood. And Occo, nice seeing you.
I'll play Darkwood later this week. Mechanicus. I'll play on like Thursday. I'll even schedule it.
Nolly becomes a member too. Welcome, Nolly. A Doman, Larry the Feet Sniffer should play Dawn of War. Larry should. Nightmare, ever since Arch called himself the DSP of Warhammer, I've been considering getting a tattoo of him. Good idea, eh, Larry?
I'm
Just put it on
going
your
to
butt.
physically harm all of you.
And Lumi loves feet. Arch, Lilo and Stitch was fantastic. Go eat curry. It was just like curry, sloppy. Made for the lowest common denominator. Rank 2. When you're big and famous, Larry, remember that I never made fun of you for your unusual tastes.
I don't like that shit.
Santum, I'd love to see The View, Skaven edition. Wouldn't we all?
Be more
Master,
entertaining.
Disney live actions are for adults. Sort of. I guess you just want to go see your childhood memories and be like, hey, look at this. Nolly, greetings, Art. Oh, for 50. Oh, Lum, Larry, why didn't you tell me? I didn't notice. I'm sorry. Nolly, for $50. Thank you. Greetings, Arch. Looks behind the enormous jubbles. Oh, hey, I remember you. Occo, right? And you are the femboy with great ass. Everybody in Larry's friend group keeps talking about you. Recommended Batman Ninja to me. Thanks for that, and welcome to the show.
That's Mizu, not Akko.
That's Mizu. Close enough. I don't have a femboy ass. I have a normal ass.
Mizu does have a very nice ass, though. Very
He does.
squishable.
He's shown it to me multiple times.
Yes. We gotta get Mizu back on.
Sajad, Arch, what is computer science and graduate computer science in Norway? Foxhole and Curry. I don't know. I don't know. Datavetenskap?
Huh?
You can't just ask me these questions. I don't fucking know. I haven't been to school in years. Wrath, Simulation 115. Question for Arch. Will your sci-fi setting have a human faction that embodies racial freedom? Like the freedom of America. Freedom, spirit of America. Well, race is largely irrelevant in my world. If anything, it's more like a accoutrement, thing you put on for show. It's fashionable at best. Maranga 2, been a fan of yours since the rundown of the Warhammer world with THFE 10 years ago. Thanks for all call here. Taffy? Oh. And all my supers are witches, total of 12 New Zealand dollars. Thank you very much, sir. I'll add that to the Witcher. There we go. Shadowhawk668. I'm in my 20s and grew up with the classics shown via VHS before the Eccleston reboot. Best Doctor will always be Trothan, Pertwee, and Davison for me. I don't know who these people are, but they're probably British. Dry fee for the 20. To be fair, most ships, although pretty automated or computer controlled, are requiring less crew. A fair number of the older ships are still around and haven't been modernized, though I think the shipping industry can vary. I mean, if nothing else, you'd think there'd be a alarm somewhere that'd be like land to wake people up, but it's probably too late at that point. Too late. Also, I guess now we can have a look at our favorite topic. Hassan Piker. Actually, before that, we can do a Lum's favorite topic. OnlyFans star rushed to hospital after 583-man sex stunt.
No, not more OnlyFan whores. Is it
More
another
OnlyFans
friend of Bonnie fucking Blues?
I don't know.
Question.
Annie
Fire is the answer.
Knight.
That sounds like an OF name. Holy shit.
Annie Knight was at age 111 years, the United Kingdom's oldest person. I don't think this is the same person, but I fucking wish it was, because that would be hilarious.
No, it's worse than British. She's Australian. Why are all the freaks over in Australia? I'm sorry, Shad. You need to get out of there.
You just answered your own question. You just answered your own question. They're in Australia.
You know, Also, Arch, don't forget your Streamlabs supers.
That is also true. Let's see. So, right. Annie Knight. I actually can't even find her Only Horrors page anymore because it's buried under all of the articles about how she almost got fucked to death. Which is an interesting sentence to say without any hyperbole whatsoever. Let's see. Annie Knight was hospitalized on Wednesday after suffering with excessive bleeding. An alarming symptom. You don't say. All right, so an alarming symptom of endometriosis. I'm thinking
Endometriosis.
that is probably a fancy word for either having her ass or pussy destroyed. Google.
I have to ask, like, she only got through 508. Was she going for 1,000 in this? Because that's a very random ass number right there.
Okay, so from what I can tell from Google, this means that the lining of her vagina was being literally peeled out of her pussy.
Yeah, I could kind of expect that after you sleep with that many dudes.
That's uncomfortable, I'd imagine. Right, well, now we know that there is in fact a limit to whoring. A disease where tissue similar to the lining of the uterus grows outside, causing severe pelvic pain and fertility issues. Wait. Similar to the lining of the uterus grows outside. Did they prolapse her? They prolapse her vagina?
Oh,
Well,
no.
Knight was diagnosed with the painful condition that affects around 1 in 7 Aussie women after coming off the hormonal contraceptive pill when she was in her mid-20s. So, okay, no, she was diagnosed with endometriosis before this, but then she continues being a whore. If anything, that's just the consequences of your own actions.
Well, that's way less interesting. So she wasn't actually ruined by the 500 men. She is just a diseased creature.
I mean, she's being ruined by the men more. But like, okay, you don't get diagnosed with endometriosis and then you go sleep with over 500 men.
You do if you're shameless.
She has a fiance.
Oh, she's definitely shameless.
I don't know who's worst in that situation.
Well, Knight is now spending time with her fiance, who was away during her hospital stay.
I mean, I would be away too. Like, listen, bitch, you brought this upon yourself.
Oh no, she's had endometriosis since she started puberty when she was a teen. So yeah,
that's
no,
unfortunate.
No, this is just her being a fucking retard. So any pity for her has gone away. All right, next.
Huh.
All I'm going to say is that they need to start a club with Ian, iDubbbz. iDubbbz and him could like get together and have a club.
Knight's 583 men marathon took place over just 6 hours, a feat most doctors don't recommend. Which makes me really want to talk to the doctor who does recommend it.
Okay,
they're probably also an OF4.
Okay. A Sydney medical practitioner who specializes in preventative health and wellness has previously warned when pushed to extreme, such activity could have negative effect on the body. Quote, sex at its core is a physically demanding activity that engages various muscles, the cardiovascular system, and releases endorphins. Done in moderation, it's akin to rewarding workout, promotes stress relief, cardiovascular health, and emotional bonding. However, when pushed to extremes like a lengthy sexual marathon, the physical and psychological toll can be severe. No shit. It's just like anything else. It's akin to addiction at that point. Too much of it, you're going to hurt yourself. It's not good.
Which is also, again, why I really want to speak to the doctor that does recommend fucking 583 guys in 6 hours.
Like that 1 in 6 doctor that talks to you about that specific toothpaste at the store.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I want to
I
know.
think he's trying
I
to
want to
beat out
know.
Blue because like okay, if she because she slept with almost 600 men, like just intercourse, full penetration and everything. Bonnie Blue did 1,000 in what, one day, or was it 12 hours? I don't remember, but she also mixed that up with like fucking blowjobs and shit. So she didn't get as damaged as this poor woman.
I still say that if you have 500 men penetrate you, you probably have some long-lasting damage. Not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised she didn't prolapse.
And apparently, Bonnie Blue has been arrested by the police in America for some reason.
Good.
Was it trying to find that 501st or 1001?
Placed under arrest after being frisked by the police, according to a video posted on her Instagram page.
Oh yeah, this was when she was in Vegas, right?
Not sure.
Yeah, because she came to the US to do her 1,000 men thing or whatever. And then she I think she was stopped by police
Here's the
and border
question.
patrol.
Fire is the answer.
Border Patrol. But yes, no. Most doctors do not recommend doing this, which, again, I really want to find the one doctor that does recommend it and interview him, because I think he'd be a funny person to listen to. But as we are on the topic of OnlyFans whores stopped at the airport and done unspeakable things to, Hassan Piker. As you know, they cavity searched his ass. I would have. If I was the border control officer who got to stop Hassan Piker, I would come up with nearly any excuse to humiliate this man, actively.
So some people actually don't believe that actually happened. Some people are contesting that he actually was stopped by border patrol. I don't know, but I don't know. Some people don't believe him.
Well, it was made up that because he claimed he was detained for like several hours and stuff and asked about his political nonsense. That seems to have been made up because he was apparently stopped for about like 40 minutes or so as they conducted a routine check on him, which they occasionally do.
Yes.
But again, I would have found a reason.
For him, yes, you find a reason.
You find a reason. But he's been literally, as well as mentally, butthurt for the last few days. And I feel like he's trying to get banned from Twitch at this point.
You think so? I don't know.
I mean, Hassan Piker, all Zionists should be treated as rabid neo-Nazis. You shouldn't even let them be the local dog catcher.
I think that he's just going as far as he can at this point. I don't know.
I don't know. Can he go this far? Can he go this far?
He's definitely trying. He's definitely got some people's attention.
Honestly, I think he's just trying to flex that he is Twitch's golden boy, and nothing that he does will get him banned.
But okay, so that's just the warm up. He then goes on to heavily suggest that the DC shooting was a false flag, and okay. His actions were genuine, but maybe a little bit broken. That sounds so ridiculous that you can't possibly believe that somebody would go like, oh, yeah, this murderer, his actions were genuine. So let me just play you this clip of Hassan just to make sure that he actually does say this.
But like I'm not Mr. False Flag at all, but like every single thing that he did in the aftermath of the shooting is so fucking crazy that it's like, you could not have fucking designed a incident like this. You could not have designed a better false flag incident like this. I'm not saying it is a false flag incident at all. I'm not saying that. I think this is just a one dude who is genuine in his actions and maybe, you know, a little bit brain broken. Okay.
He's just a little brain broken guy. Listen,
this murderer was genuine in his actions, but there might be something wrong with him.
Might be. So what's really funny is I know the reason why he's doing this. And I kind of talked about this yesterday when I talked about him. There's a lot of tweets going around where he's like saying, guys, stop fed posting, because his audience is fed posting like crazy. And he's trying to control that because I think he knows that his audience is going to go way too far, because that's the audience that he has built up for the past like 5 or 6 years. And I think he's trying to downplay it while at the same time trying to not downplay it, because he wants to make sure his audience isn't upset at him, but he also doesn't want to get in trouble. That's how it sounds to me.
Possible, yeah. Because the shit he's saying on any other platform, this would not fly. This would very much so not fly. Dreyfy for another 20. It's pretty horrifying. If you stick too many things up yourself and prolapse with all the blunt force trauma, you can be forced to wear a diaper the rest of your life because you've made yourself incontinent.
Oh, gosh.
Very important warning there to all the women.
I think some men need to hear that as well.
But this, I mean, he has been going off the rails the last few days to a degree I don't think I've ever seen before, frankly. And he's been going after the ADL as well, which is intriguing.
He has. Now, to be fair, they kind of took a swing at him as well. And I will say that I'm not really a big fan of the ADL because they attack gamers specifically. But like, they came out and directly like said that he was one of the causes for the shooting, and he like got really upset with them.
Oh, of course, because I mean, on the one hand, you have the whole he was stopped at the airport thing, right? And I can believe, to give some charity to Hassan, I can believe that as a high-profile political streamer, which he is, talking about shit that would in most countries get his ass fucking arrested, that when the cops show up at the airport and like pull you aside, like, sir, we're gonna do a routine check, I can see how that might, to his mind, go like, oh my god, I'm finally going to the camps. It's over.
Trick or treat.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. But at the same time, this is very much so a bed of his own making. I mean, he is the one who is saying shit like this. All Zionists should be treated as rabid neo-Nazis. When you say that to your audience, which is all hardcore, ultra-left-wing Marxist communists, what you're saying is anything and everything is permissible towards these people. And he's not being subtle about it.
No, absolutely not. What's funny is he will constantly try to make corrections. When he says Zionists, he really does mean Jewish people. He tries to say, oh, no, I'm not talking about Jewish people. There's a lot of Jewish people I like. See, like Ethan Klein, I still kind of like him. But he really does mean Jews because, like, with the amount of clips that you see online of him, they're so interchangeable with, like, him mentioning both at the same time that he means Jews. Like, people shouldn't get it twisted. That's what he means.
Yeah. It's disgusting, honestly, because, like, okay, they always say that, oh, well, loving and tolerant left and everything, but just hating Jews to the degree where you can almost compare it to how the Jews were treated in the 40s and shit.
Yes.
It's starting to get to that level.
It is. Did either of you watch the debate that he had with Ethan Klein?
I watched a quarter of it, and then I felt like I was getting active brain damage, and then I shut it off.
Oh, it definitely was.
I managed to get through like three quarters of it, and it was not good.
I think the thing that's really crazy is the amount of times that he just lies about factual information. Because, like, the big thing that Ethan tried to do is he came in and said, I'm for both sides. However, I really don't like how people are framing me. I don't like how people are framing some Jewish people. But the entire time, Hassan, while also agreeing with him, was just saying, oh, but this, and this about Jews. And it's just like, but that's not true. That's not true. And it was just a lot of back and forth. And it was just like, I don't like either of them, but like Hassan tries to really put a lot of it on Jewish people when it's just like, no, they've actually gone through some persecution throughout history, and to try and downplay it is to try and make people, it radicalizes people more into hating Jewish people, which is what I feel like was his intention.
Well, whether or not he means Jews aside, because that is an assumption on his character,
Yeah.
the ADL sure as hell shit believes so. And, well, Hassan, amongst other people, have claimed that the ADL is an authority on hateful rhetoric, so, shit.
Yeah.
As they accused him of spreading a genocidal rhetoric. And, I mean, yeah, sort of. I mean, by Hassan Piker's own definition, probably yes.
I think the moment that you decide to have a Houthi terrorist on your stream, you can't say that you're not spreading some kind of hateful rhetoric. Or when you say that you're fine with terrorist organizations to some of your friends because they're okay to you. Just like, I don't know, Hassan. I don't think you can say that you don't spread hateful rhetoric. You kind of do.
Yes, there was also the recent spread of posters that are popping up arguing that rape is resistance. Let's see. Ah, yes,
I
here
didn't
we
see
go.
those.
Yes, free Palestine by any means
no.
necessary.
Oh no.
So
I see people try to say, "Oh, these are fake," and just used to make the cause look bad.
maybe it's entirely possible. At the same time, the left really does not like the Jews these days.
Yeah, it's like the fucking babies are occupiers too. Sticker is absolutely fucking disgusting.
What happened to children being innocent?
Unfortunately, to these people, children aren't innocent.
Can't even
because,
consent.
sin to the father, blah, 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 blah.
I mean, we have also footage from like Palestinian protests where they're literally just shouting like "death to Israel," etc. So,
Yep.
it's difficult to say that there isn't a significant portion of the modern day left that is not fond of their Jewish friends, shall we say. And the ADL, which is an organization I personally don't have a whole lot of time for either, but you judge the left by its own rhetoric and its own standards, has now come out and declared Hassan to not be a goody boy. I think he did respond to that. Amusingly, he said this, that why don't you sue them? Or people ask that, why don't you sue them? Well, you can't. You can't because the ADL has basically been declared a sacred cow now. You can't go after the ADL. The ADL have accused lots of people of ridiculous shit over the years, but you can't go after them because they're practically a government entity at this fucking point. They've got too many people of power. Nobody's going to sue the ADL. And so Hassan's excuse is that he's in the US. That famously non-litigious nation, the United States of America.
Extremely exactly.
But if he was in the United Kingdom, he would definitely sue them. I don't know, Hassan. I don't know if you're higher on the progressive stack than the ADL.
Yeah, I feel like the ADL is just slightly higher than him right now, which is probably an issue for him.
Yeah. I mean, it would be a fascinating privilege battle in the UK court. It would be very interesting. You'd have Israeli protesters on one side and Israeli protesters on the other. Palestinians and Israelis. That would be hilarious. So that's his defense, that he's in America, and in America you can't sue people. And he also went on to claim that the reason why the ATL and Greenblatt was going after him was because he was sexually obsessed with him.
This entire clip is just crazy and insane. Like, listening to this makes me kind of feel gross on the inside.
And Lum, congratulations. He's going to start talking about his feet.
No.
Yes, he is,
no,
Lum.
No.
Yes, he is.
No.
Yes.
No. No, 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 no,
Service
no,
guarantees
no,
citizenship.
no, no, no.
She'll go for a while. I know.
There's
No.
no.
No, no.
There's no point in resisting that.
No.
It's gonna happen.
Sure, I can resist. Do you watch?
Rape is resistance. Oh yes. Mama has declared that rape is resistance.
Exactly.
Ah, God help me. So, whilst Lum Lum covers her ears and screams, I guess we'll watch Hassan Piker explain that the reason why the ADL is going after him is because he's just too damn sexy.
All over the place. If you go into a
I
synagogue,
like that she didn't even push back, by the way, which is, again, journalistic malpractice. Shouts out to the CNN anchor who was just letting my man go off and defame the fuck out of me. Like, what are you doing? There are other journalists on your platform that have literally asked me to go on their shows. There are other journalists on your platform that have done extensive coverage on what I do, including me targeting fucking disinformation and anti-Semitic narratives.
I do also like how he begins here, like, hold on, CNN, why aren't you defending me? Aren't we on the same side?
Not really.
You know, again, Hassan, this is why you would lose in the UK as well. The CNN is all about that progressive stack, and ADL's just further up on it than you are.
It's not just Donny O'Sullivan either. There's plenty of other. It's like crazy that you just like let him fucking spit like this. Ay, ay, ay.
Kate, you're going through a magnetometer and you're walking past police, which
It's like, I'm not done. I want to keep going back to this Hassan guy. He fucking sucks. Can we just talk more about him? He's about to like pull a Ethan Klein and start talking about my feet or something. You know what I mean? He's literally about to be like, listen, Kate, we're not done here. Okay. Have you seen this guy's fucking armpit? Have you seen this guy's armpits? Why is he posting his armpits on the timeline? He's so stupid and so sexy. I fucking hate it. I hate it.
That's fucking brilliant.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, on the bright side, there's nothing wrong with Hassan's confidence, I guess. So there's the reason, chat. There you have it. The reason why the ADL is going after Hassan Piker is because Greenblatt is just... He's too attracted to Hassan's feet and armpits. Which is a mental image I did not need today.
It made me cringe when I first heard it, I'll tell you that.
I hate everything about this man.
Oh.
And I mean, I agree. It was weird when Ethan was like, hey, bro, let's look at your armpit here. It's all hairy. Isn't that weird? Fuck is this?
Ew.
Yeah, Ethan has got a weird obsession with like the people that stan Ethan. I'm just like, guys, he's not changed. He's still weird. He's still cringy, and like, it's just gross. And people are standing this man. I don't get it. I don't like it whatsoever.
But I suppose it could be worse. So there's that. And of course, then he keeps on like nobody cares about the ADL. You know, it's a worthless institution all of a sudden because it's no longer useful. And I genuinely think so. I've seen a couple of things go around about this. I think Asmongold was like, "This is going to finally get Hassan cancelled. Even Twitch can't defend him now. There's going to be consequences." I don't know if I agree. It's an interesting situation because anyone else would be off the air at this point. Anyone else would probably be talking to the police at this point.
I have lost.
But I think Hassan is such a golden boy that they can't. He, for all of Hassan's ridiculousness, he is currently pretty much the only effective like tool on the left's side. Like who else do they have? Destiny?
No, he's being sued right now.
Yeah, like Destiny can't go a week without saying something insane. Destiny is not effective. Fucking OnlyFans girls, denim, a host of other C and D listers. Hassan is it at the moment. He's the biggest boy they have left.
I think they've called him the Joe Rogan of the left.
Yes.
I don't see how that could be the case. This man doesn't regularly talk to people whatsoever.
No, and again, like that's the funny part of it, because they're only saying that he's the Joe Rogan of the left, basically because like we need somebody the size of Joe Rogan who can affect elections. That's what they're saying when they claim that he's the Joe Rogan of the left, because they've been searching for an alternative for quite some time, and there just isn't any. It doesn't exist. And there's been some fascinating opinion pieces on this, actually, on like how do we find a Joe Rogan of the left, and why are we failing? And the reason is exactly like you just said. Joe Rogan talks to people. The left doesn't do that.
He's pretty effective at it too. That's why he is where he is right now. And the left doesn't have anybody like that. He used to be of the left, and then they chased him away.
I mean,
Yeah.
the only person that's trying to go out and actively talk to people instead of running his goddamn state is fucking what's his name? The dude that runs California.
Gavin Newsom.
Yep, Newsom.
He has like
he
a
has
podcast.
a podcast, and he
It's
was
so
talking
weird.
to fucking Charlie Kirk a couple of months ago on that podcast. It's like, please, at least drop out of California politics before you start up your podcast, my guy.
Guy was almost recalled, and that's what he's doing now.
Yep.
Well, Newsom is probably actually a better alternative to be a Joe Rogan of the left. But the problem with him is, whereas Joe Rogan's political background is basically non-existent, and his history is just being a cool TV guy, Gavin Newsom let his state burn down.
Pretty
and he's
much.
never getting over that. Like, that's not something that disappears.
And the left hated him for having Kirk on.
Yep.
It's like at least Gavin Newsom brought someone who was, in the opposition of him, and had it, like, from what I've seen, a decently civil conversation.
Also, Mercenary X21 for $20 says, also Occo, did you see the Ghost Doctor video I sent you? The bloody Sonichu medallion are actually haunted. Also, I
They
don't
are.
like they call Hassan a gamer. The man hates games and anime. Ethan loves body hair, and it's Nick. It is Nick.
I do recall that video, yes. The Sonichu medallions are cursed. Arch, if someone tries to send you one, you need to get a restraining order against them, because those things will kill and take over your life.
I have Lumi's address. I'll just send it to her.
You know what?
No, I'll send it right back to you. I have your address. Fuck you.
Cool.
What
You hot
here's the
potato.
thing. The only way it works is if you put it on and chant the incantation. So if you get one, all you got to do is burn it. I'm sure you got enough wood out there that you could just burn it.
I would burn it too. Like, I don't care. People, I don't believe in superstition. Dev is going to get a Sonichu medallion. Like,
Oh, is he really?
yes,
Oh dear.
He's actually going through with it?
I think so.
Hold on. I need
All
to
right.
fucking message him. Deb, no.
So, like, because
What?
it killed it. It
No,
killed,
let him get it. Let him get it, Lumi. Let him get it.
Yeah, let him. I want to demonstrate. Nick Rakita got ruined by this. He seemed untouchable.
Yep.
The Sonichu medallions have power. I don't give a fuck. I'm not normally superstitious, although I do believe in ghosts. But the Sonichu medallions, no.
Well, you know who else had one?
Who?
iDubbbz had one.
Ah.
So did Ethan Ralph.
Yep.
Anyone that touches one, their life just collapses instantly.
Yep. No, it's it is not something you fuck with.
No, yeah.
Just imagine, since Dev is willingly getting one, it hit his own trajectory is already so bad the medallion reverses it.
I highly doubt that would happen.
Just imagine, that would just be fucking funny at that point. He's like, which is worse, the medallion or just how he is right now?
No, I just say, listen, I am genuinely curious. I don't know. We'll see. Let him do it, I say. If he really wants to, let him do it.
But the destructive power of the Sonichu aside, the left will never have a Joe Rogan because Joe Rogan actually does. He has more journalistic integrity than most journalists these days. He asks questions, he tries to get answers, and sometimes he fails. The Trump interview was an excellent example of that, where like 4 or 5 times he tried to poke Trump on controversial issues, and Trump just completely ignored him and talked about something else, which was kind of funny. But at least Joe Rogan will attempt. He will attempt to bring up the sensitive topics. Sometimes he will fail, and with Trump, he did fail because he would be, oh, but Trump, what about this? And Trump was like, you used to be an MMA fighter, right? And then they deviate in that topic for an hour.
Sounds about right.
I mean, he operates like a true businessman. Avoid, deflect, move on.
Yes, and he's good at it too. He's very good at it.
Indeed.
And Joe Rogan also has enough fame as a relatively honest individual to be able to bring up people of a great deal of varied backgrounds. Nobody's going to come to Hassan Piker expecting an honest take.
Well, there's a reason why nobody talks to him anymore except for Houthi terrorists.
Yep. But again, that's the thing. Hassan is all the left has got, so they're going to have to try and prop him up. Twitch won't take action against him. The only thing that can get him cancelled is basically legal action. If the US decides to go like, no, we have this wonderful thing called the Patriot Act, in essence.
Oh, gosh.
Which would be headlines, and it would make him into a little bit of a martyr, but honestly, at this point, I think he's pissed off so many people that the majority would still just go like, oh, yeah, that piece of shit. Deserved it.
I don't know. I'm very wary about using things that I don't think are illegal in my country to take down somebody politically. Like, I do think that you could probably use the law right now to take him down. I just wouldn't use the Patriot Act to do it.
Citizenship.
Not whatsoever. I think that's too dangerous.
You could almost certainly use the law against him now. Almost certainly.
Yeah, I just feel like nobody's got the balls to do it yet, but I feel like you could use the law already. I feel like he's done something.
I feel like he is doing something every day.
Oh, yes, pretty much. I think that he's done enough platforming of terrorism and terroristic acts and vaguely telling people to do things that I don't think you need to use an obscure law that shouldn't exist. I think that you can just say, no, you're a terrorist, and we're just going to take action against you now, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Beyond that, I don't see anything happening to him because he's too instrumental. So I think Asmongold is incorrect on this one. I don't think it's going to work.
We'll see.
Yeah, honestly. It's like, unless he does an actual crime live on stream, or an actual crime in general, nothing's going to happen to him.
Well, the
It's
closest... Sorry,
Mhm.
go ahead.
It's like, okay, this is a decent comparison, but for those of you guys that are not in VTuber drama, won't fucking understand any of this. But it's like how I said that Sylvie Spark will never get officially thrown out of anything until he actually does something illegal.
This is true. But no, like, I kind of already feel like he's had some form of incitement to violence as it is. Like, the amount of times he talks about, like, going against Jewish people, but then saying, oh, they're not Jewish people. He's not talking about Jewish people. He's talking about Zionists and Israelis. It's like, no, you're talking about Jewish people. But the amount of times he's done that, it's just like, I feel like you could probably get him on incitement to violence. All you need is for one of the people that, like if the guy that came out and did that crime say that he listened to Hassan Piker, he definitely would have gotten into more trouble. But like, I feel like you could almost put him in incitement to violence.
Again, nothing's gonna happen until he does an actual fucking crime.
Yeah, probably. So
Probably.
I believe the Lord of Roaches has overreached on this one. A few more of the super chats as well. Little Possums, my dad just bought his first gun today. I love America.
Nice.
You have a gun, Larry?
No, not yet.
You have a gun, Occo?
I do. I won't say which ones I have, but I do have 2 of them.
But Larry does have a sword.
I do have a sword.
It's a good
I'd say that's good for
manly
close
weapon.
combat.
You ignorant.
It's a good.
Have you swung it around yet, Larry?
Couple times, yeah.
I like how she's starting to respond to the word Larry now.
Oh my fucking god! It's because you won't call me Lumi.
If you just stop
refuse to call me
responding,
Lumi anymore.
if you just stop responding, maybe he'll give up.
No, if I stop responding, then he'll be like, I'm breaking her down. She can't refute it. If I say something, it's like, oh, she's accepting it. No, fuck you, Arch.
So aggressive today.
Gonna hurt you.
Lucian gives $20 for the Lumicast fund. We haven't even started funding the next one. Stop it.
I keep funding. Then I could get 2 in a row. Next week for the Lumicast, we're gonna have Savvy on. It's gonna be great.
Lumi loves feet. Hello, Lum Lum. Hey, Lilo and Stitch hater. Greetings, Occo. Lum Lum recently debuted her adorable mouse avatar. For some reason, she also had a sign saying, I do love feet, and a shirt saying, #1 foot fan. We get it, Lumi.
No!
You love feet. If she changed it, I have the totally not photoshopped images.
No, it says I don't like feet. And the shirt says parents #1 failure.
I don't know about that.
Failing at something, and that's trying to get the feet allegations off of you.
The Jerk says Wheel of Time series is about a feminist dystopia. Way too many women are in charge, and a man has to come and save everyone. Kind of. Yes, that is actually literally a fair representation of the time. Random Ramblins. Rest of series initially painted my recollection of first Lilo and Stitch movie. Due to censorship, Jumba has super strength opposed to throwing sharp objects, lost in the house roof, etc. Everything after first, probably a skin suit. Yep. They've bothered making another one. They did. It's a true tragedy. Let's see. Open that up. Prison Warrior on Streamlabs. Greetings, Arch. Lumi the Feet Fish and guest. First time in like a month I've been able to catch you live. Question for Lumi. How did you manage to get Azul Lane devs to add a foot massage item in the game?
Fucking what?
Wait, what?
I don't even play Azure Lane.
But you will now.
Oh, I think I know what they're talking about. Oh.
I am so confused.
Zero Firewater, Archley. I just showed up to give you money and say hi. Skipping since Dev of the Sea is here.
Dev of the Sea, that's kind of funny. They do call me that sometimes. I don't get it.
That's weird. Maybe it's because you're autistic. I don't know.
Is it the autism though? See, because some people tell me that he is and isn't autistic. I don't know what to believe anymore. I feel like I'm being gaslit
People
here.
call everyone autistic now.
This is true, but I'm the only certified autistic, I feel like.
Connor Smug Mug. The trust is misplaced, since Gunn likes himself too much and puts his critics in his productions a la She-Hulk and the Doomcock impersonator. He did it in Creature Commando, he'll do it in Superman. I didn't hate Creature Commando. It wasn't great, but it was a thing. It existed. It didn't annoy me, so, yeah.
You know?
Connor Smug Mugs again says, my prediction is that the leaked scene of monkeys writing slander on Superman will be a dunk on people like Gary Nerdrotic and the F&T crew. All money on Star Sector and Potato. Festiva, congratulations to Larry on transitioning, but the feet cravings will never go.
I'm not Kibbs 2.0. Stop it. You're not going to make this stick, Arch. No.
I already have. The Superchats are doing it now.
No!
Trevor N. Wheel of Time is 12 to 14 books. Great series and Alien Isolation. I'm sure it is, but too fucking many books. There's too many books. Lucian, for 13 months, glory to our giant tube-like overlord of the dunes.
Tube.
Tailin Hayabusa has been a member for 14 months. The Sci-Fi Channel's Dune miniseries from the late 90s, 2000s was pretty good. I would recommend it over the modern stuff. It was. My favorite is still the 1980s movie, though. I like that. I like that a lot. It captures the feel of Dune extraordinarily well. The Orange Man. MommaOcco, talk mature for a bit, like we're naughty.
Mature. I feel like I'm talking pretty mature right now.
Prison Warrior, Lum, you are lucky to have a friend like Arch that is supportive of your feet fetish, that he has turned parts of stream and chat to a support group for you. Almost like a safe space.
Well, she ain't gonna get anywhere else, so that is pretty nice of you.
Yes.
I am going to crash the fuck out.
See, we don't indulge it in our stream, so it's nice of you to do it for her.
I'm going to commit a die.
Don't do that.
Going to commit a die. Man, that tree looks so nice.
Sujard, a great pilot that went nowhere, was Korgoth of Barbaria, a crying shame that never got a series. Fucks holes and carry. Well, that's one of the interesting things that we had way too high standards back in the day. Unironically, we were so spoiled with our entertainment that a lot of really good shit never either got to continue or be greenlit in the first place because our standards were enormous. Whereas now, everything is awful.
Everything sucks. I hate it.
Now everything sucks and we just gotta deal with it. Just gotta deal with it. Marksman, 117. Apparently Lilo and Stitch was a Disney Plus movie that they reworked for theaters. As it wastes $100 million to make, Disney will probably make money off this, and they will need to cushion losses from Final Fantasy IV. While it'll dictate the fund, and you should show Lumi the game. Okay. Spectator? Does that have feet in it? Otherwise, she might not be interested.
Oh my god.
Tanatine, Arch, have you seen the Atlantis, the Lost Empire fan trailer 2025? I have not seen that. I did watch Atlantis sort of recently, actually, and it was really good. I enjoyed it a lot.
It's my favorite Disney movie of all time. I love Atlantis.
Let's see, a fan trailer, eh? Now, let's have a quick look at that. That might be fun. Do I dare put volume on? Yeah, I'll probably get copyright claim, but fuck it. Non-profit fan film, not intended for commercial use.
Try to keep up, son. Made a discovery, did we?
An arrowhead?
An artifact containing secrets from another age. All you need to do is look closer.
Milo James Thatch, I need you to come with me. And this time I'm not asking.
Milo, my boy.
This is oddly professional.
It is. It looks really nice.
I mean, it's not animated, which annoys me immediately, because I loved the old animation style was so fucking...
I miss it so much. We need to bring it back.
Absolutely. It was amazing. So, this is real, by the way. Yeah, no, they're actual voices, so it's not AI or anything.
Your granddad was a very secretive man. His last secret, he entrusted to you.
This journal is the key to finding the lost continent of Atlantis.
Go, wait, easy. Don't jinx it.
First time out in open sea?
It's not gonna be like this the whole way, will it?
I don't know. You're the one with the map.
Attention on deck.
Damn, this took some fucking effort.
It did.
Mhm.
Jesus.
I would be down if these guys made this. This is great.
Yeah, I would watch this. This actually looks pretty solid.
She's going to educate us on the details of our expedition. Tell me, what do you expect to find down there?
Hot brown waifus.
Actually, I thought she was like pale skinned because she lives underground.
No, she's
I
still
think-
slightly.
I think she's
still
brown.
slightly tanned.
Is she brown? I might have remembered it
Yeah.
wrong. It's been forever.
I think
no,
she's brown,
that's right.
waifu.
It's her. Yeah, it's her hair that's white.
Enough of these silly fairy tales. If you would please describe.
Seriously, this is so much fucking effort. What the fuck?
As,
Is that the voice of Mole?
yeah, I
so,
think
yeah.
so. They brought a real Frenchman in.
Mole.
We're all gonna die.
It's all waiting for you, Milo. Atlantis is waiting.
That's seriously good.
Yeah, I'd pay for it.
I mean, there's a big difference between producing 2 minutes of a trailer and producing, 120 minutes of actual movie, but
Mhm.
that was really good. That was
Don't
really
forget,
good.
everyone, this is a fan trailer, not a real thing, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, it's dead.
Isn't Disney actually producing a live action version of Atlantis?
I don't know. I hope not.
I thought I heard something about it.
I don't think so. It's because the thing is, it was one of those how do I put it was one of those feature films that was kind of intended to fail. They were like both this and Treasure Planet were like the peak of 2D animation quality. Like, my God, if we'd continued doing animations in the West, the shit we would have today would be unfucking believably beautiful.
Oh, I know. Did you see like the script ideas that they had for Treasure Planet 2?
Yep.
Oh, it sounded so good. I'm so upset that Disney ruined those movies. Like, so fucking upset.
And again, like,
Well, they purposely didn't market Treasure Planet anywhere, which is
No.
so fucking.
And the marketing they did do just kind of spoiled the movie.
because these were great. These were amazing. And I highly recommend, if you haven't watched Atlantis, Lost Empire, or Treasure Planet, you do need to, because they are fantastic. But at this point in time, all of the big studios, and Disney was basically choking the life out of their competition at this point too, all of them believed that 3D would replace everything. And so they killed off all of these. Like, all of the higher level animation stuff was deliberately given crap budgets, horrible deadlines, and no marketing, because they wanted them to die, because they wanted to replace them with Pixar's, basically. And they succeeded, tragically. The real goddamn shame.
It is. Just don't watch the second Atlantis. The second one isn't so good.
Yep. And Iron Giant as well, says Chad. Yeah, Iron Giant too.
Oh, it's such a good movie. I got the anniversary collector's edition of the Iron Giant, and you can buy yourself a 7 foot tall Iron Giant statue for your house if you want.
Trick or treat.
And why wouldn't you? Well,
Money,
Iron
that's about it.
Giant, that was a big one. The DreamWorks, what was it? Eldorado? Eldorado, yeah.
Road to Eldorado. Yep.
Yeah, Eldorado too. Like, the animations in that one are fucking amazing.
That fucking the Prince of Egypt, just up tier.
Yeah, no, like, people look at Japanese animation today and go like, wow, that's really good. We had better in like the 90s and early 2000s. We actually had better animations. And if we'd kept going with it, increasing the technology, increasing the ease of use and manufacturing, oh god, we would have shit that looked so much better than the 3D stuff we get, but we didn't, so here we are.
I mean, it's like a lot of these movies and stuff also had one connecting animator, and that is James Baxter.
Mm.
Where is he
James
now?
Baxter. James Baxter has done a lot. It's like, have you seen like any of his just his testing animation?
Recently,
It's absolutely
no.
fucking insane what that man can do. Oh yeah, another really good movie, Sinbad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's a good one too.
Oh, great.
I only watched it once as a kid, but that's a good one.
You know, again, the thing was that these classics, they weren't classics at the time because entertainment was such an enormously high quality thing that you've got things like here's another one. El Dorado, Prince of Egypt, Sinbad, the DreamWorks stuff, right? And it came out during a period where they didn't get big releases. A lot of them was like pushed to VHS basically, or given a very short period on theaters. That was the word I was looking for. And then kind of died out without any sequels. Fucking sad. And Disney's to blame for like 98% of this too. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Blame Disney for everything, sadly.
It's fucking tragic. And Hercules as well. Now, Hercules 2 was... Hercules. The Hercules movie, which has been declared an absolute cult classic today, and that was actually a genuine example of Disney doing excellent animations as well, right? It flopped at the time. Everything was so fucking good back then that stuff like this was just normal, mediocre. God, we were so spoiled.
We were. I actually sung one of the songs from that yesterday during my karaoke stream. It's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
Fire is the answer.
We are.
Another good movie that I really enjoyed when I was younger was Spirit.
Yes.
Spirit's pretty good too.
It's so good. And then Netflix made a stupid ass fucking continuation show in shitty ass fucking 3D. Ruined the goddamn movie. It's like, oh, it's not the same Spirit. No, fuck you.
That's sad.
And
quick,
Larry goes on head. We have our 20.
Yeah, okay, give me a second.
Picture the Larry picture I sent you.
No. Not using fucking Larry picture. I'll use this one.
You should just turn yourself into your yippee.
Oh, that's so small. I have to make it. And now you're flipped the wrong way. Fucking Larry, making life hard for me.
You want me to switch PNGs?
I just need to... How did I do that again? I just did it, but I've already forgotten.
You click on the source, and then you just, as if you're resizing it, you just flip it.
Well, you're upside down now.
Why am I upside down?
I don't know.
While you guys argue about that, a funny little anecdote about the Hercules movie is that a lot of Mormons love the Hercules movie because Mormons believe that they can go to the afterlife and become God. And so everybody always kind of saw themselves a little bit in Hercules himself through that movie.
Figured it out.
Good job, Arch.
But yeah, again, we were incredibly spoiled. And it's sad. And that is a great segue into the most important topic of today. Dawn of War is getting a remaster.
Oh, yeah, that too.
This is the only thing anyone should be excited about.
I mean, there's the Dawn of War remaster. We have... What else coming out? Space Marine Mastercrafted Edition. We have Bolt Gun 2 coming out. We have Dark Heresy coming out. We have the DLC for Rogue Trader and another DLC for Dark Tide.
I don't give a fuck about Dark Tide. It's dead to me.
I know you told me that Dark Tide is a bad game.
It's a bad fucking video game.
I have not played it.
And the Space Marine remastered thing, I'm a little... So they said a couple of weird things about it, how they were going to make sure that they would update the orc's identity to fit in with the modern lore. I'm like, what? Orc identity? That's weird. They haven't changed his fucking Gorka Morka practically. And they made the orc boss a goth, apparently. It's just weird. Strange little changes. And of course, they also said they would update the controls and stuff to the modern audience. A lot of weird words that I don't like.
Is it at least going to be a goth mommy? Because you said it's going to be a goth.
Goth. Fs.
Ah, okay.
So, at least they've said nothing about the Dawn of War remaster. There's no like, oh, we're gonna update this or we're gonna change their identities. No, they're just taking the old game and they're slapping on a little bit of different lighting. They're spazzing up a texture or two, and that's all I want from them. That is literally all I want. Oh, and updating it to modern operating systems, of course, because this also. When the modders get a hold of this, like the Ultimate Annihilation mod, is actually going to be able to run now.
I heard that the Ultimate Annihilation mod is a lot of fun.
Yep, but it runs like shit because it's not designed to run on proper hardware, basically.
Yeah.
So I am very, very, very happy to see that. I am thrilled. And yeah, it's just a fucking remaster, but I just want my childhood back. That's all I want.
You want to feel a little happiness once again?
Yeah, that's all I want. I've given up on the future.
What do you think of the other stuff coming out besides the DLC?
Lots of mobile shit, which just hammers home the point that 40K has gone mainstream, I guess.
Yeah.
And one of them hasn't gotten GW's email, because I've gotten like 5 sponsorship offers for Warhammer 40,000 Tacticus, and I've just been deleting them as they come in.
They want you to sponsor them? That's funny.
No. You should accept it. You should see if GW does anything afterward. You should. Come on, Arch. You were just talking about during the Major Kill video that, like, oh, I wish I would have done something before. This may not be putting Warhammer back in Arch Warhammer, but come on, it's something.
It would be mildly funny, but even so.
Oh, it'd be more than mildly funny. It would. That is beautiful. Irony is
Come
what
on,
it is.
we gotta see if that persona non grata thing is still currently active with the new projects.
Maybe I'll consider it.
Make it a fund goal. Make it a funding goal. Come on, you can double your profit with this.
Chat will pay me to take money.
Yes.
I don't think even chat would do that.
No. The results of it could be fucking hilarious. GW is like, okay, do we need to remind everybody that Arch is a no to work with? We gotta update our emails.
Apparently,
see, look at chat is even saying, "Do it, Arch. Make it so. Come on, make it like a fucking $500 funding goal just to take the sponsorship. Come on."
Chat's got to do it quick though, because I imagine those sponsors won't come out forever.
Chat, little weirdos.
Do it.
I just want to enjoy my Dawn of War. That's all. I don't want to enjoy my Dawn.
Oh, come on. You can enjoy your Dawn of War and do this at the same time.
Even though I probably won't even be able to enjoy it multiplayer, because the Sisters of Battle broke it all.
Stabbing a baby. Do it.
No.
I will keep being the evil influence in your ear. Do it.
I will Be as big of a baby as I desire.
That sounds like
Stop
something
being
a
a baby.
woman would say.
What even is Tacticus? I haven't even looked into it.
Service guarantee.
Some kind of mobile slop, isn't it?
Probably.
It certainly looks like it.
Praise to Space King. Amen.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Trick or treat.
It's definitely some sort of mobile slop.
Do it.
I want to.
Do it.
I wouldn't have fun. I'd be upset.
It doesn't have to be a long-term sponsorship.
Sigh.
Because what? Is it just X amount of hours and then you get monies?
Oh,
You
no,
know-
I deleted them as quickly as they came in.
You don't even know.
Next time, don't delete it. Read it. Because usually with these, it's like, okay, play for this long. You get bonus money if new people sign up for it. And do you know how many new people would sign up for it just to support you, Arch? Get Games Workshop some money. This is just a win for you either way. Either Games Workshop just bitch, moans, complains, and then they're like, okay, update email time. Or you get their money.
Still upset about it. I will continue to be upset about it for quite some time, probably.
Don't worry, chat. I'll chip away at Arch.
Just like he chips away at you.
Yeah, Larry. Although I don't think Larry chips away at anything. But yes, Dawn of War. Good. Happy. Want it. Already commissioned like 3 thumbnails for it. Brett Wertheim. Occo, you should look up how insane the Bungie Destiny beta tester shit show is. They threw out all the advice they were told was terrible.
I've seen it before. It's really bad. Bungie, I told Rosa that the day that Bungie does close down, I'm gonna pull her onto our Sunday stream so that we can we can do the fuck Bungie festival, because I know that she has like some anger towards Bungie.
Dreyfie, I sense the new Static Shock will go the same way as the Proud family. Then again, I believe the reviews for Creature Commandos was pretty good, so perhaps I will be pleasantly surprised. But we'll see. Sithar, Art, I read the whole WT, World of Tanks, World of Hits, in 2023 because of the picture of Rand in one of your videos. Intrigued me. Thanks a lot for that recommendation. Also, you should check out the Emperor of the Fading Suns game. I think I have. I just have never played it, but I think I probably have it somewhere. Phantom Lord 07. If I were to wake up and see a giant ship, I would think I am back in the Navy. At least not a bad North Korean failed ship launch. Ah, yes. Poor Ping Il Sung, or whatever his name was, broke his new destroyer before it even hit the water. Most unfortunate. Not as unfortunate as it will be for the family of whoever was responsible for the launch, though. Jesus. They're going to have a hard time. Pip Pakistani national. All women need to be saved from themselves. Period. Largely true. That's what marriage was created for. And Mr. J, hey Arch, since you are in the process of gathering VTubers like Pokemons, read the manga My Dad is the Queen of VTubers. I bet you would love the hilarity. I've seen it. It's cringe.
It is very cringe. As a male VTuber, yes, it is very cringe.
Weird. I am late. Did he react to the new Warhammer trailer and talk about North Korean ship? It broke. Marksman 117. Amazon picked up an indie show from YouTube called Murder Drones. Guess who has new homework to watch? A show about robots fighting robots. It was a fun watch. I expected Amazon to also pick up the other series, Amazing Digital Circus. Oh, Dictator. God. I mean, part of me likes it because I like seeing, content creators become proper, like big and succeed. But I also hate the fact that this is going to be the future now, that whenever somebody actually does something interesting and makes something good, they're just going to be picked up by one of the big entertainment companies and be turned into more slop.
Yeah,
Sadly.
And also with the Amazing Digital Circus, I think Netflix already grabbed that one.
I think they did.
Yeah, I hate that. It's like, oh, this thing's popular. Let's buy it and immediately turn it into a Netflix property. Yeah. I mean, it worked out well with Has Been Hotel. Again, it's banal and it says nothing interesting, and the whole hell vibe is retarded because it's very progressive, but I still enjoyed it. It was clearly made with a degree of heart, and that's why I liked it. You know, they clearly wanted to make it, so see how long that spirit survives the content treadmill, I guess. Dreyfie, another one. Just a mapping. Will your sci-fi and fantasy setting be large enough for it to be reasonable to have isolated stories? Also, will they both come at the same time, or the sci-fi one first, then fantasy one? Curry. Different times. Fantasy first, probably, because we're planning to do that as a much smaller scale launch initially, so we learn some lessons.
You know what you didn't show when you were talking about GW and then just showing your own product?
What?
You didn't show them the mech that looks like a puppy.
Puppy mech.
You
I didn't
show
show
them
that.
the puppy.
That's true. I didn't show
You
the
gotta
puppy
show
mech.
the puppy.
The puppy mech is behind a paywall.
The puppy mech is adorable, and I love it.
Hexy, just see how the left reacted to the 2 Trump attempts, the Luigi incident, and now Israeli ambassadors getting killed. The lefts are terrorists. Yep, no. I mean, again, they've demonstrated several times there, and the entire Tesla thing demonstrates it again. The left are pro-terrorism. I don't think they've ever been against it.
I don't think so either.
Raquel the 2, Arch, are you afraid of needles too? Also, fix Cyber Crusade playlist. I refuse. And no, I'm not afraid of needles. I have got no problems with vaccines or anything like that. None issues. It's just blood tests that freak me the fuck out. Firewater. Also, the ADL want to go after Steam using Hassan by calling him a gamer, but he doesn't play games. I can't wait for more anti-Semitism when they do. Oh yeah, and that's why I don't like the ADL either, because they're retarded. And we gotta go after Steam because hate incidents. We looked at that in a video a while ago, I think. And basically, it's an absolutely minuscule percentage that say anything. And then even then, the ADL's definition of hate is so fucking broad.
Well, it's broad for a reason.
Yeah, it is. And I do actually agree with Hassan Piker that the ADL is, in fact, mostly a joke. Truth. Zetafighter. Also, Dev, the reason why I call you Dev with the C is because you share a lot of the same opinions as Trish. Also, Larry, when is boyfriend Barotrauma stream?
Whenever Arch decides on a day for Barotrauma. I forgot what day that he settled on, but whatever that day, we do.
I've already given you the date.
Well, I forgot the day.
Oh. Lum, you can't forget. That's illegal.
Well, I forgot.
Well,
what day is it?
It's the 31st.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
It is. It's next Saturday. Next
Yes.
Saturday?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
It's fairly likely.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Marksman. Amazon picked up Prison Warrior Art and Lumi, the channel The Anime Boys that made a parody of solo leveling called Sister Leveling. 3 seasons so far, 10-15 minutes per season. You and Lumi should get Savvy to join and do a react stream of it. Also, Prince Eugen for a soon lane calendar.
Well, June 7th, Savvy will be on with me for LumiCast, so we could do that. Send it over to me on my Discord so I can save it.
Solnalich, Hassan interview, Bad Empanada, a convicted kid rapist, Rid Kippist, and the guy who claimed to have sent skulls to Ethan Clown's house, while agreeing about repeating the thing ADL wants to fuck him up for. If they could both lose, that would be better.
I agree. Don't cheer for either. Make sure both lose.
Pain Cabal 1. Occo, how many arms do you have?
8.
Yeah. Don't Pete XX. Hassan won't do anything to ADL. Remember Sam Hyde? Phantom, that's the new alert. Lumi saying no, 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 no. That's the next anyone. Hi, Lumi. Hi, Occo. Hey, Arch. How many times do you suppose Lumi can say no? Also, Arch, you're one to talk with your mommy love feelings. Just embrace it.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Oedipus Complex.
Jack Price. HPA is Hearing Protection Act. Takes silences off NFA. No more paying $200 to Fed and waiting a year for a safety device not even the UK regulates. Oh, silencers. Oh, okay. That's next anyone. Dev wants to put on one. I'm trying to stop it. Stop. Stop trying to stop it. Let him. Valuable lesson for Dev. That's next anyone. If someone tries to send a Sonichu medallion to Trump, the Sonichu will literally either explode or melt from the touch of the God Emperor himself. We can but hope. If he puts it on, we're all doomed.
Yes.
Mr. Personality, Larry, calling for the death of a congressman is a crime. It is.
He did call for the death of Rick Scott, and he tries to block it back so much. It's like, no, bro, you know what you did. You asked for the guy to die.
Yeah, fair. Well.
Marked ashamed, riddle. A court has 4 kings, bishop, and 2 barons. After turmoil, a king, a bishop, and a baron were placed. Who in court holds the most power? No.
Oh, and I just seen this on Twitter. Remember Carmelo Anthony?
Oh, I just put that. Yeah, he's getting convicted.
Yep, he was charged with first-degree murder as an adult. Good.
Good indeed.
Oh, the black guy.
Yes.
I have heard about that.
Did you see his lawyer just like going off the rails? Because his lawyer, I guess, like had some stuff happen when he was young. And he's like coming out saying, you guys can't like talk about that because I've already served my time and I'm out here to defend others. And it's just like, no, if you, yeah, like his lawyer did some shit when the lawyer was young. And he's like trying to grift off of Carmelo still as well.
I see.
Entirely normal for convicted felon to be a lawyer, I guess. Prison 101, Disney should give the people that made this Atlantis trailer a check for a movie budget and go hands off and let him make this into a real movie. With a trailer like this, I would go to the movie, and I have not been there in 8 years. It's a good trailer. It would be nice to see a bit of a resurgence. That stuff. Sadly, unlikely, but it would be nice. It would be nice. The final to Art, you bigot, hell, being full of gays, rapists, and other sort of scoundrels makes sense because of being gay is a sin. Yeah, but that's certainly not the direction they take it in. Insane Linguist, Twitch staff are really busy deleting VODs right about now, and not just Hassan's. Covering the tracks, eh? Skullgarthane playing catch-up, so unsure if it's been addressed yet. Piker completely unsuspiciously wiped his Discord recently, and the babies are also settler colonists is another of his brilliant takes. Oh yeah, well, he wiped it because, you kind of have to at this point. He knows there's some shit on there that would not fly very well, and he needs to get rid of it. Which, to be fair, is an intelligent thing to do. This is going to look really, really bad if a journalist comes snooping around, so let's delete all of it.
Well, no journalist can get in anyway because he's also paused your ability to get into the server, so there's no way that's going to happen. Even still, if somebody court orders Discord to give the logs, they save that shit for up to a year, so he's still fucked if there's something in there.
Yeah, but I'd be surprised if they would go that far. I mean, that would be extreme if they were to go that far. I'd be surprised. Maybe though.
I don't know. Maybe they would. I don't know.
It would be a good way to deal with the Joe Rogan of the left, I suppose. Alex Adamson, Arch, there's these things called audiobooks. They enable you to experience a story while you do things. Very useful. They are, but one, I'm busy listening to Trailer Park Elves right now. And two, all the audiobooks too are long. I was using those to listen to the Horus Heresy. It's like, this is an 8-hour audiobook. Like, fuck me.
Oh, one, you're still listening to Trailer Park Elves?
Yes.
You're doing the whole thing?
No, I'm still on book 1. It's taking me a while.
I see. And also, that's the trade-off with audiobooks. You either get an 8-hour-long audiobook or you spend about like 2 to 3 hours reading the book.
Yeah. And no, like I'm halfway considering doing the whole thing because I'm intrigued. The Trailer Park Elves can basically be summed up as fairly basic bitch isekai with some porn in it. But it is, I do like the Southern aesthetic. It does give it a breath of fresh air. And for somebody who is sick to death about isekai, the fact that I could listen to it without breaking down in tears is a massively good sign. And they're pumping them out. I think they're up to like 6 Trailer Park Elves now. So, Jesus. Yeah, they're pumping them out.
I mean, again, it's just easier to sit down and read. Nothing bad about reading. But I know you're a busy man with many things to do.
Remy loves Finked. Arch, please confirm Lum will have to sing my super chat next week as punishment for no scheduled karaoke. I have already selected songs.
No, I already explained the karaoke thing. I already went to go try to sing with a friend, and then I just ended up crying 3 times on stream.
Lum. You have to do what you promised. You're gonna sing Lum those feet super chats.
I did do a karaoke stream just on someone else's channel, and then I broke down sobbing 3 times on stream.
Yeah, but that's on somebody else's channel. It's not the same thing.
Wait, did that happen on Jazz's channel?
I didn't do it on my channel because I cried. I sobbed.
Was that on Jazz's channel?
Yes.
Oh, what happened?
It's like for everything else. I will just do whatever. If I fail, I don't give a shit. Singing is the one thing that I am a bully to myself about, because if I don't think I did it right, I will harshly judge myself, and then I'll break down and cry.
Good. Punish yourself, Lum. It is what you deserve.
Lumi, if I can get up on stage and sing, even though I know sound like shit, I know that your audience will love you for it. So I believe in you.
I believe in you. It's like if I didn't have a past experience with already doing choir and being in musicals and stage shows, I wouldn't care. But I know what I'm able to do. But since I'm not up to that par anymore, then I'm just like, wow, you fucking suck. You need to get better. And I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, get better. Fucking fix it, Lum.
I'm working on it.
Fucking fix it now, yesterday, tomorrow. Lum, you must sing his super chats. He has asked so prettily. You must sing his super chats, or you must, I don't know, beat cam him. Yeah, there you go. Which one do you want to do least?
God damn. Fine.
There you go. See, she's a reasonable thing once driven into a corner. Oh, God damn it. In the meantime, whilst I'm doing all of this, I'm trying to
Heresy's the question.
rediscover my good old games account, and it's being gay to me, and I blame the universe. No, what?
Always missing a password.
I fucking hate that shit. I have a text document now listing all of my fucking passwords. And I know that's not secure. I know you shouldn't have that, but I have like 70 of them. It's like, fucking Christ.
I use a password manager.
Yeah, I use one too, but like that's even less secure. So it's like, like literally, my YouTube passwords, I have those written down on notes, and I have them in a small safe. It's just because like, otherwise I'd never remember the 500 million passwords I have. I hate the online world.
I mean, like I'd say that those are pretty safe inside the safe. Is the safe bolted down to the ground though?
No.
Oh, never mind. It's not so safe.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Wrath. Sorry if my first message was misspelled, but I meant radical freedom, like radical libertarianism, not radical freedom. Also put this and past chat to Fire Emblem 8 playthrough, and what is it go at? Summarize, you cow. It is at 217 now, so about a third of the way, quite precisely. Mike's ashamed. Studio that did fan reel, not SAG. So never hired. Thanks.
Oh.
You sleaze DreamWorks Sinbad movie is good, must watch. It is. Where's the next anyone? The sabotage makes me mad because I can only imagine what we could have gotten. The heat for Western animation makes me beg God to reset everything. Not just James Bacter, but Don Bluth as well. Oh, Don Bluth was amazing. Another person that was driven into the ground by Disney, basically. Dreyfie, wouldn't it have been better if Disney had kept the animation after purchasing Pixar and just have them compete against each other for not only better products, but also larger audiences? Well, the problem was that the animations were beating the 3D stuff, but Disney had been convinced by the people who did 3D that 3D was absolutely the future, so they didn't want to gimp the future on behalf of the past, basically, which is why they actively killed the old animations, because they thought that 3D would be like way cheaper and way easier to make. And now these 3D movies cost just as much, in fact, way more than the old animations did.
And nobody watches them.
Yes.
Yep.
It's like it's only Pixar. Pixar is like the only studio that successfully managed to move over to 3D. And that is because they put so much effort into their stuff. Like the Pixar stuff is top of the fucking range. Amazing quality stuff. But that too costs hundreds of millions to make, so. Unironically, the worst part is with AI right now, if they'd stuck with 2D animation, right now they could have made like just keyframes. Like you make 3 keyframes for emotion and you ask AI to fill in the blanks, and they could have made super high quality 2D stuff that looked incredibly smooth, and they could have done it with like a third of the work. But they didn't, and here we are, so everybody get fucked. Fractal Jack, for old school animation greatness, watch The Plague Dogs and Watership Down. Watership Down traumatized a lot of human beings.
Watership Down is great. Plague Dogs, I still need to watch.
Mr. Frenzy, did you ever see a Goofy movie art? I did not. I've heard good things about it, but I never watched it.
You haven't seen it, Arch? You gotta watch it. You gotta watch a Goofy movie and an extremely Goofy movie. Both are absolutely fucking amazing.
I don't know. I've never liked Goofy.
Arch, come on, it's good.
Oh, pay me.
I know you won't watch it in your fucking free time. So hell, I would even just play the movie for you, and you can just listen to it while you edit or some shit like that.
But now, quote, pay attention. That's next anyone. This is why I prefer fanfiction over corporate slop. Yeah, because they care. Dreyfie, first one princess movie was actually decent. I remember that one. I remember it vaguely, but I don't remember it. Lucian, Dark Tide was fun with homies. Arbeiter's DLC gives Doggo, apparently. Bad game. I'm ashamed. Will GW send us cease and desist orders to Dawn of War mods now? I hope not. I don't think so. I think that's probably too far out of their wheelhouse, I'd hope. Mercenaries anyone? I want Skaven to invade 40k just to end the setting. Mr. Wolfgram, praise be to Space King. Did I get Tori to work on a thumbnail for that? I feel like I did, and I feel like Tori forgot. Tori.
You said that you commissioned somebody for it, but you didn't mention which artist.
I think it was Tori. I'm going to have to yell at Tori. Mercenary X21, I'm putting my money to the sponsorship. Deadpool kids, the boys be crumping and smashing the Umis to proper wag. Tare Falad, Lumi, I need help drag in Mizu into Dawn of War. Hello, Mom. Help.
Okay. Hey. Atari, how about me, you, and Mizu all play Dawn of War?
What is Dawn of War?
Trick or treat.
Warhammer 40k.
Ah, okay.
The smaller men need the bigger man, Larry, to drag them along.
Hey,
Accurate, because they're both femboys.
They're great.
Adobe Dawn of War 2 remaster. Oh, I would like that, yes. With Lum Lum co-op. I trust Lum Lum. Rolando I. Ramirez, Murder Drones was cringe as fuck. Hated the dialogue and the humor was awful. Well, there you go. But what a name. Lum Lum gets up on stage to sing and pees pants and cries. Why would you do this to yourself? Alex Anderson. Sharp novels are 14 hours each. I still go through 75% of one every day at work. Also, Lumi, you forgot the Sharp watching in your server. Bad fish.
I was streaming late and then I just relaxed for the rest of the night. Excuse me.
I don't, Larry. Larry gas. 100% ecological.
I drank some Dr. Pepper. It's delicious.
Heresy's the
Or boarding name Arch, Play Tainted Grail. Go on to. Alex Addison, just use the same password for everything, dummy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No one use KeyPass XXC. Seriously. I don't know what that is. I may look into it. Not.Real, have you seen Felida, German animated movie? I have not. I don't trust the Germans with much, especially on entertainment. Drivey, I heard Disney's Fantasia 2000 had fantastic visuals. It did, but even more so the way they work with the music. Fantasia is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was.
The DCV Titan, for Arch to be able to pay attention. No. Unchained Antifa, protesting Chevron gas for Palestine.
Mm-hmm.
You just not get gas anymore?
Did you read your Streamlabs super donations?
Almost. I have just one left. And lastly, Prism Warrior 1. Lumi, I have sent you the link to the Anime Boys YouTube channel in a direct message on Discord. My username on Discord is different from my name here on YouTube. Let me know if you did not get the message. Also, Prince Eugen, I'll see you Lane for next year calendar.
Yep, I got it.
Started the next year's fucking calendar yet?
Aren't you supposed to be starting the funding for that next month?
Maybe in the month after, I think, probably.
Okay.
Should put that down somewhere. Because I've got I've got some of the ponies backed up because I've only got one good pony artist.
Can I smell your feet?
Everything else is pretty much done or in progress.
I will look for some more pony artists for you, Arch, if you need help.
I think you could get Ari to do it.
And the worst part is, too, I had an artist picked out for a couple of them, which was really good. And I'm pretty sure that artist has now completely ghosted me and taken my money with them. So that's fucking great. First time I've gotten screwed over by an artist.
Well, has it been over 90 days?
I think so now.
Check for PayPal. Try to file a chargeback.
I should check for that, yes. Right, and with that, we are all the way at the end. Except, not really, we're not. Wrath. This will make 17 in total for Fire Emblem 8. I shall note that down then. As I just closed the window. God
Good job.
fucking damn you. All of you. There it is. Fire Emblem 8. There. Right. And with that, we can wrap it up. A nice, relatively short one for once. I enjoy that. Simpler topics, simpler day, simpler times.
Hassan is pretty simple, so that's fair.
Yes. Until next time, chat. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for your generous donations, as always, chat. Thank you, Lum and Occo, for hanging out with me today.
Oh, for sure. I enjoyed it.
And we will be seeing you all again soon, chat. Have a good night.